Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pick card reading is about consciousness, okay? It's your consciousness, and technically mostly the question is, what is it that you need to learn with this person? What is this relationship meant to teach you, perhaps, about yourself, okay? Because this journey in your life technically is about you being yourself, tapping into yourself, discovering yourself, recreating yourself, learning about yourself. Overall, it's all about you, okay? So technically this reading is about you, your own consciousness, or your own subconscious tendencies, or your soul perhaps, or your higher self, let's say it. What does it want you to learn in this situation regarding this person? Okay, so every people that come in our lives could teach us about ourselves, okay, and how we cope with them, how we interact with them, how the overall situation was. We learn many things about ourselves, not only about the person, but about ourselves too. Okay, so this is overall about you. What are you learning? What are you meant to learn? What did this person teach you? Perhaps why did they come in your life? Why did this interaction, crossing paths, alignment happen between you guys? What's the overall purpose of it for you, for your own growth? Okay, and what did you learn, or what will you learn with this person? Okay, so it's mostly about that. So we have 7 decks. You can choose with your intuition. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or you can go with the decks. Okay, so the first deck is the Sacred Web. Okay, so this, I love it. I don't use it that much because I love it so much, but it was a gift from a person who's part of my family now, and I'm grateful that he gave it. I really honestly didn't think this deck was what it was when I chose it. Okay, so I was kind of like judging it with its cover, but then again, when I purchased it and I opened it, there was so much I healed with this deck. That's why I didn't share it a lot. Like I didn't use it. I just used it for the shorts, and many of you did see in the past, but I'm gonna use it today. Okay, so this is the Sacred Web. It's a really beautiful deck, okay, and I will be reading from it. Okay, so this one is one that I'm gonna be reading from the book too. Okay, I will channel it, but I will read from the book. You have deck 2, which is the gorgeous, sexy Millennium Thoth. Deck 3 is the sexy sexual magic deck. Okay, it's red, obviously. The 4th deck is the Golden Universal. The 5th deck is Ethereal Visions Tarot. The 6th one, really not prepared, Mystic Monday. And the 7th is the Fountain Tarot. Okay, so you have 7 decks. Sacred Web, deck 1, Millennium Thoth, deck 2, Sexual Magic, deck 3, deck 4 is Golden Universal Tarot, deck 5 is Ethereal Visions Tarot, deck 6 is Mystic Monday, and deck 7 is Fountain. If you need objects or visualization things, first one, it's a spider. Okay, it's a spider web. It's a secret web, but it's a spider web. Okay, it's a spider web, or a spider. If you don't like them, then you won't choose them. Millennium Thoth is dolphins. It's a dolphin. All dolphins. Sexual Magic Tarot, it's more wine and cheese. Okay. Golden Universal, it's a basket of fruits and on a table, and honey, milk, like good cottage life, or prosperous but crop connected. Okay, so it's fruits, vegetables. It's a sign of wealth. Okay, so it's golden, but it's the most like healthiest golden thing you can have on a table. Fruits, vegetables, honey, milk, and a family perhaps that loves you, or you love them. Okay, it's more like that. It's family, it's foundations, it's wealthiness, it's wealth, but happiness and good health and well-being connected to it. You have Ethereal Visions. Tarot is gonna be a Bible. Okay, it's a Bible. A Bible. It's a book, but it's a Bible. We're gonna go more religious here a bit. Mystic Monday is tuxedo, okay, but it's not a tuxedo, yes, but you also have a business suit, okay, so it's mostly masculine energy I'm channeling. So it could be like a man with a tuxedo, or if you're like a person wearing a tuxedo, or you are a person that wears suits, or the person you're interacting with is like a suit person, a businessman, a person who travels a lot in suits. They like to wear suits. It's like high quality, sophisticated, sexy, nightlife, night parties, classy environment, okay? So it could be from a rich environment too, okay? Like there's money, but there's politics too, could be, but I don't know if it's healthy or not, okay? Because sometimes suit wearing does not necessarily mean you're healthy, you know? There's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of like business, money, moving money, that kind, you know? It's more masculine dynamic though, somehow, even though the Mystic Monday is not really masculine. That's the thing I'm visualizing. So if it's more you're drawn to those things I'm channeling, then definitely you can go there. Then we have Fountain Tarot. This one, it's definitely just a fountain, okay, and it's active, so the water flows, okay, it's water flowy fountain. They're all similar, all of them. This one, it's the regular fountain you'll see everywhere. Big fountain, small fountain, a fountain in front of a home, all of that will work out here, okay? So we have those things. So we're gonna start with deck 1, whoever chose Sacred Web. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, what is this relationship meant to be? What is this relationship meant to teach you? What are you gonna learn and grow, okay, from this situation or with this person? Oh my god. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god. Okay. So we have, let us meet in the sacred center. As above, so below, but let us meet in the sacred center. So we want you to center yourself, but we're meeting each other at the center. So we're conscious now, okay? And we want to meet you at the center. It's just so funny because I feel more centered now as a tarot reader. So I started including this deck in my channel, okay? So like properly in the videos, I'm saying, not the shorts. Shorts were like more few seconds, you connect with it and that's it. But I never really read it because perhaps I was not ready yet at the time. Now I'm ready, you know, I'm more aligned with myself as a person too, okay? So everything happens for a reason, guys, okay? That's one thing I really learned. So what is it that you need to learn, okay? It's about your own consciousness and what is your fate or your destiny connected to this person, okay? So the vibe you tap into, perhaps, or you need to tap into, or you will tap into with this person. So we have pain. So pain is sometimes a catalyst, okay, for you to learn about yourself, about a body part, anything. Divine timing here, February. Oh my god. Okay. Now, I'm using my sacred geometry activation cards. There's one that's activated, the other one is the relationship. And both I'm going to take them upright because you need to learn something about yourself with this person, or it's about the relationship you will have with this person. So Divine masculine. Your divine masculine was activated or will be activated when you meet this person. And the relationship you felt with them is that of union. So this one, union here, could also mean including them. Okay, so when you include a person, you absorb some of their energy because you have a certain energetic aura, an energetic field that is your own, right? It could be very big aura, as it could be very small aura, as it does it's very, very small. Okay, sometimes when you don't do a lot of pranayam, you don't do a lot of like yoga, meditation, genuinely, okay, it's not we're not talking about fake spirituality. We're talking about serious, like, you're wishing to explore yourself, you're wishing to experiment with meditation, you want to experience with certain mudras, certain mantras, certain, like exercises, movements, breathing exercises. They all teach you something about yourself. Okay, so this one, what was it? Now I could talk past tense, present tense, as near future tense, but this one I'm gonna channel in the form of in this present moment, what you're gonna tap into with this person and what is being activated. The pain element is connected with the divine masculinity. So there's an element that perhaps it's not fluent. Your divine masculine side, your present divine masculine, because we all have a feminine side to us and we have a masculine side to us. Because we are the product of a female and a male love making together, and hence where the egg and the sperm connected together created another cosmos, which is you, right? So you have a feminine side, which is your left side, and you have a masculine side, which is your right side. Ira, Pingala, and the center one, I think. I don't know them by heart. I need to go into my readings, my researches. But there's a left side to us and a right side to us. The left side of our body, okay, is feminine, divine, feminine side to us. And you have the masculine side, which is the divine masculine. Now I'm going with what my discernment is. I know it's not the only truth. I know it's not the only thing. So if I'm talking with those people who are more knowledgeable than me, and for those who are perhaps not as knowledgeable as me, let's say, are not aware of it, I'm just kind of giving you like a little FYI. I don't know much about it, but if you want to learn about it, there's many people you can contact or you can seek for yourself. But I'm gonna be true to the reading here, okay? So true to what I know right now, okay? So the divine masculine is more your right side, okay? So it's more the frequency that supports your strong focus and your active side. So your active side and your strong focused active side. Allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So perhaps this one, you had a blockage connected to your strengths, your focus, and your active side, okay? And this person perhaps, with the union of this person, okay, the relationship you have perhaps is not that of I'm not talking about sex, this one. This one is more interaction that you have with a person that teaching you about divine masculine energy, okay? And you're having pain because you're not in tune with it, okay? It's either your divine masculine side is not flowing, or this person, the connection with this person disrupted your flow in life, okay? So sometimes it could be in the form of when you unite with this person kind of creates a dysfunction in yours. So sometimes, okay, because this one, you perhaps you are whole as a person, okay? It's just that you needed to face a certain challenge connected to strength, active focus connected to dreams, okay? So perhaps you were not activated as this needed to be activated within you by the connection or the interaction with this person. Now, this interaction might have been very short, okay, because there's pain involved in it. And when this happened, it happened in February. So you needed to learn about how to be, okay, this one is more learn about strength, learn about staying focused, not being distracted, learn about being active, connected to your dreams, this one. And you had to allow yourself to express yourself so that you can bring your dreams into reality and your ideas into reality, but still be kind and wise doing it. This one. So perhaps you didn't know this about yourself, and this person taught you that, but they didn't teach you that. It's through the pain that you received connected to this person. So the lesson that you had to learn with this person was to feel pain so that you can definitely be more focused, be more wiser, be more active, connected to the things that you wish to bring into reality. Okay? So this is overall the lesson you learned, or you needed to learn, or you will need to learn with this person who's coming into your life, or who came in your life, who is in your life, or who will come into your lives, okay, during February. So the main situation here is the Scout of Earth. So we have, I believe this is Knight of Earth, so that's the main thing. Then we have Four of Wands. No, Eight of Wands. So we have a squirrel here in the picture, but this is your challenge. It's the Eight of Wands. The reason why it's that way, it's the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Honestly, the pictures are really amazing, and it's highly connected with nature because it uses animals. Not only animals, but mudras and mantras and all that kind of source of earth. So we have, I think this is the king. So I'm going to be reading it from the book, guys, because the book is my foundation here in this time, in this deck. And then we have 15. It's the Devil card. Very interesting. Devil card. And then in the near future we have the Five of Pentacles. Mainly we have I think this is the Tower. You have 16. Interesting, as the main situation. 16 was Tower, I believe. So let's see. So the main situation, I'm gonna read it, but then again I'm gonna channel it. So if you don't wanna watch me reading it, definitely you can fast forward, guys. Okay. Source of Earth. No, the Scout of Earth. Okay, so the Scout of Earth reaches out to explore the beauty and wisdom of the earthly dimension. They encourage you to probe the thoughts and beliefs that arise from within, as well as the ideas and systems into which you were born. Are you asking the right questions to help you move toward further down your path? Are your intentions aligned with your purpose? Take advantage of where you find yourself right now. Ask what kind of vital energy you need to help you more deliberately and efficiently support the earth and all the relationships that you have developed during your time on this planet. Remember that you were born to prosper. You were born to shine. The Scout of Earth points out that with honest assessment and careful preparation, you are meant to pursue a deeper understanding of why you are here on this earth. So this is mostly about why you were born, but the main focus is your tap into your true power as a human being too, because this looks like a human being. Like if you look at it properly, these look like 2 feet and these 2 arms, even though it's a mudra, it's a hand mudra that's focused on the earth, you know, it's touching the earth. So intention is overall the main focus. What are your intentions? And the pain connected to it is so that you can tap into the intention that is truly, is it useful to you? Is it proper for you? This one, it's more to align you towards yourself, but the pain was the catalyst for you to align to your real self, to not be distracted with other people. This one, Earth, the North, Air, and Earth. So Earth, hand, prana, mudra, and cosmic sky. So through honest assessment and aligned intention, I'm here to pursue a deeper understanding of my purpose. So this person in your life, this slight connection, this big painful situation perhaps was meant for you to tap into you. Tap into your own intention in your life. Because divine masculine is the active, focused side of you, but it's also the masculine side. So if we're talking about masculinity, it's about the form element. It's about putting yourself out there and putting the necessary actions and being responsible for your actions, responsible for the words that you say, all that kind of stuff, okay? So it's more the masculine side that you needed to wake up to, but this awakening is also connected with the pain that came with the relationship with this person, okay? And the reason why it's the intention, okay? So Scout of Earth is intention. The definition of the card is intention. Then we have Eight of Pentacles. This is diligence. So we needed to teach you diligence. It takes diligence to master that which I pursue. So you needed to be diligent connected to this person. Okay? The ascent has been challenging, but your hard work and diligence have taken you far. With each persistent step, you have built the skill and focus to carry you forward. You have passed through a gateway to a new kind of appreciation for life. With each stride, your insight into your material undertakings as a manifestation of your spiritual nature continues to increase. So savor your constant and determined efforts and all that you have learned as you traverse your path. So savor your constant and determined efforts and all that you have learned as you traverse your path. Believe in your capacity to endure and master that which you pursue. Ground yourself in the meaningfulness of your work so that you can continue to climb. So this one, perhaps, be it you were learning, you were in a period of spiritual growth, let's say. You were diligently doing something that was important to you. But then again, what you needed to learn was how to focus your intention connected to something. I could also channel this in a different way, which was the first one I channeled. Is you had an intention, or you needed to learn what your intentions were connected to this person. And you needed, for this intention that you had connected to this person to be realized, you needed to be more diligent. Okay, so it takes diligence to master that which I pursue. So you needed to be diligent so that you can pursue this situation, this union, this being together with the person. Okay, source of earth. So I believe this is more king of, yeah, source is the king. No, it's the queen. Yes, it's the queen. So the source of Earth. So the source of Earth holds the lifeblood of the cosmos in their loving hands. They ask you to contemplate the relationship between the material and the spiritual. They want you to respect that your body holds an intelligence within it that will never lie to you. The body reveals whether you are living from your soul center or from a diminished place of anxiety and fear. And perhaps the pain that came with this person was because your body wanted to reveal to you that you are living from a diminished place of anxiety and fear. That's why the pain element was there, okay? The source of Earth wants you to recognize that when you nurture the physical aspect of your life, you are taking care of your soul's container, which is really true, okay? They offer this encouragement. Find respect for your body, your home, this earth, so that you may be healed and bring that restorative energy to others in need. Okay, so the source of Earth reminds you that your embodiment is holy, your body is holy, that we are all one, because we are part of Earth, okay? United and whole under the light of the stars and through the light that each of us brings to the world. I'm not the only one that brings light into the world. You do, and many other people around you do. Even the person who caused you pain does, okay? So respect. This is intention. The intention you needed to learn was because of diligence. You needed to learn diligence, or you needed to master diligence, or you needed to be diligent connected to this person. But overall, what you had to focus on or realize about yourself is that your body needs to function wholeheartedly. Yeah, you needed to, like, your body reveals whether you are living from your soul center or from a diminished place of anxiety and fear. And if there's pain involved here, means that your body felt like your soul was being diminished by anxiety and fear. So you had a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety connected to this person, but it's not only connected to them, it's connected to your body. You had a lot of stress and anxiety stored in your body. And technically the activation of the divine masculine with their presence in your life had to cause you a certain tower moment, perhaps, where things had to realign themselves. But for them to be realigned, you needed the stress and anxiety out of your system. But for that to happen is that the body needed to realign itself, right? Couldn't take it anymore. So you needed to learn to respect your body, your space, your environment, the nature around you, right? Because it provides you so much already. So Earth, the North, water, and Earth. Hand, Varada Mudra is the mudra here, and tree and cosmic sky. So there is a tree here. There is a hand, and it's the source of Earth, Mother Earth. Okay, so it's the card represents respect. With deep respect for my body, my home, and this earth, I recognize that we are all one. So this is technically a very centering reading because it's very straightforward, guys. Okay, it's highly connected with you, your body, which is your embodiment. Okay, it's a temple technically. But sometimes we're not aware that we do have stress, we do have anxiety, we do have distractions, we do have insecure thoughts, limiting beliefs, and all of these things were not being activated. And sometimes when pain comes, it is a type of activation because it's a signal from your body to you that there's a dysfunction here. It's not flowing properly. So there is a dis-ease in your system. It's not in ease with it. Your soul is not at ease because your soul is diminished by stress and anxiety. in this situation connected to this person. Okay, and then in the middle section we have 15. The bind. So transformation. I'm choosing to live from my heart. I transform the chains that bind me. Interesting. Bear with me, it's 15. You have balance, which is 14. 15, yeah, this is the devil card. So we have the devil card and you have a snake here in the middle of the picture. So the bind knows that it is time to cut through resistance and restriction, to ask what it is that you are grasping for and to consider to what you might be holding on to tightly. Okay, so how can you loosen your grip, your resistance? Okay, work with your breath to help you create space as you cleanse the energetic web that surrounds you. Gently shake your hands and feet, hips and head to relax the body and soften the mind. Feel your beating heart and take solace in its resonant beauty. Can you connect more intimately to its perfect wholeness, to the consummate truth that you are here to discover the treasure that is you? When you choose to live from the intuitive wisdom of your heart, you begin to understand that there is only the illusion of despair. Shed any sense of limitation, root yourself in your life's force, your connection to spirit, to the spiral path of transformation. The gift of the bind can be found when you realize that only you have the power to free yourself, which is 100% true. Only you can transform the chains that have bound you. Okay, so it's a card of transformation. It's really interesting, this one, because the intention here of you meeting this person, the whole intention of it is to teach you about diligence. It's to teach you about self-respect. It's to teach you about transformation. But transformation comes when you decide to willingly change your focus, but also unchain yourself from the web, from... Where is it? Help you create space as you cleanse the energetic web that surrounds you. Okay? And this energetic web sometimes includes, it includes obviously stress and fear and those kind of emotions or emotions. But we want it, your whole higher self, let's say your higher self wanted you to understand and wake up to the fact that without your body, you can't exist comfortably. Without the help of your body, without the respect connected to your body, you won't be able to, tap into your divine masculine, perhaps. The whole concept here is to wake up, activate your divine masculine side. And the relationship you had to connect with this person perhaps is not even about them. It's about you feeling whole in yourself. But you needed to transform yourself consciously by tapping into your breath, by respecting your body, by understanding that it takes diligence for you to make this intention happen. Whatever intention you had connected to them. So the gift of the bind can be found when you realize that only you have the power to free yourself from this situation. Only you can transform the chains that have bound you. Okay, because we don't know about it, but we think it's about other people, but it's about us. We have to release the chains. We have to change ourselves. We have to allow the transformation to happen. Change the patterns we had. Change the way we saw ourselves. And it's not even changing, it's transforming, because nothing is really lost, nothing is really gained. It's all a matter of transforming what you lose, what you gain together. So Earth, the North Capricorn sign is here. Bloodstone, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana can help you transform. Now you have root chakra is also included here. Lam is the sound. Snake, tree, and flower, which are here in this picture. Then we have in the past, or no, in the future, we have 5 of Pentacles. They're all Pentacles, by the way. Source of Earth is Pentacle energy. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the Diligence card. And we have 8 of Wands. So this is the wand, but I don't want to read the wand yet. But it's a challenge, technically, which is funny, but we're going to leave that card at the end. Wholeness, which is also connected with the Union card here. So it's a very centered reading, this one. It's definitely, we're meeting at the center here. The truth. We're facing the source of your situation with this person. Okay? So, don't look so sad. Okay? You are not alone, which is 100% true. Okay, guys? How could you be? You are always part of this world through the work that you do and through your vigilant determination to cultivate a life of intention and purpose. Set down your burdens, your worries, and any sense of inferiority that keeps you from growing a stronger, more stable relationship to yourself. Okay? When you begin to trust and honor yourself, you can begin to trust in the sacred nature of all your relationships. Feel your heart's consummate wholeness and know that it is here to guide you. From this space of perfection, you can adjust your perspective to find treasure in places you did not even know were there. Wholeness is the meaning of this card. So Earth, the North, mouse, and sunflower are in this picture. You have a sunflower and there's a mouse on it. When I trust in the consummate wholeness of my heart, I find the treasure that I did not even know was there. But honestly, it is like that. This one, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful situation. But it's thanks to this person, though. But you had to go through a immense pain, guys. It's not easy. But it's that. They needed to hurt you. And you need to be hurt by them, so that you can feel whole. Know what it is within you that exists. And it's there to provide for you. It's just you never really acknowledged it. You never tapped into it properly. Now you do. Or whenever this will happen, you will learn to see that you are whole. Even with this person not being in your life, even with this pain that's kind of teaching you that I am there. Because if there's no pain, how are you going to face, like, how are you going to see what is happening, you know? So it's more like an element of, it's a communication method. Pain is a communication method for you to understand that there's something that's not in flow. There's a dis-ease. You're stressed. You have certain emotions that you need to release. But all of this, you can release it by tapping into your heart, tapping into your breath, tapping into your body, which is teaching you that this is hurt. But what do you do when your body is hurt? You start resting, right? You start you need to face the pain, right? It's there. You can't move. You can't lift your leg. You can't like sit properly on the floor, right? Because there's something that it's like the byproduct of anxiety and fear that was stored in your body for a long time, and your body's like saying, look, I can't take this anymore. It's like that. But this person needed to teach you that. This person had to come into your life. You had to face the reality that for your intention to happen, for your want, your desire to happen, connected to this person, you needed to be more diligent connected to them, right? You needed to be diligent to, to make this happen. This intention, you need to make it happen, right? But how are you going to make it happen? Why are you going to make it happen? Because you're a diligent person, right? Or you need to tap into diligence too. And let me read the challenge, technically. What was the challenge? Or what is the challenge you need to face connected to this intention that you had connected to this person? But your higher self wanted you to learn, to feel whole connected to this person. You are whole the way you are. You don't need another person to make you feel whole overall. Where are the wands? Yes, they're here. 8 of Wands. The challenge here was to have faith. So this is the card of faith. It's the only card that's white, okay, guys? The whole spread is black. And the only the challenge was the white one. So this is the light energy. The other ones are more darker. This is the masculine energy. Light is masculine, darkness is feminine. And divine masculinity is your challenge, which was also the light energy. So it's a lot of symbolism, guys, okay? It's very symbolic, this reading. So faith is the meaning here, so it's the challenge. I have faith in my purpose and my passion. Your challenge connected to the intention for you was to have faith that this is meant to be your purpose and this is your passion, right? So you needed to be more creative with your passion connected to them. So where will your flowering incandescence take you today? The slow burn of your dedication ignites in a flurry of intensity. It may feel like you are in a free fall, but you can trust in the power of your inner fire to attend you. Let go of fear, and faith will find the space to bloom. So letting go of fear and faith will find the space to bloom. So if you are able to let go of the fear within yourself, faith will find the space to bloom in that space where fear is taking over, but you're just letting it go. So the space of fear is being replaced by faith that will find the space so that it will bloom in your heart. So you will have hope, perhaps. Faith in your purpose, your passion, your very self as spirit embodied will carry you to a place so full of potential you will never play the same way again. Know that all your uniqueness, all the thresholds you have crossed, have carried you into this moment. What will you discover when you land? Faith. Fire is the element, the south is the direction, and squirrel and lotus. Very interesting. I have faith in my purpose and my passion. So this one, your challenge was to have faith in the purpose and your passion, but you also had to let go of fear so that faith could take its place. But perhaps you weren't able to, as you didn't, as you did. But at the end, your purpose, like the whole situation here is it's connected with growth, okay? It's a lot of growth connected to you. If you have an intention, you have to be diligent connected to it. But your challenge connected to this intention is never to fear. Have faith in the situation and allow faith to take over so that you can, blossom here properly. Okay? So in the beginning, what you needed to learn with the pain was that your body is there to provide for you. Your heart, your body, all of it is there to provide for you already. But if you didn't know, you were diminishing yourself, you were sick, was because you had fear and anxiety and stress in your energetic field or in your system. You needed to wake up to the fact that these things, you were allowing them to chain you, not to help you transform yourself. But once you realized it with the pain that came, you want to heal yourself, right? But for you to really heal is that you need to let go of the chains that bind you in this situation. And the gift that you learned with this person, thanks to this person, was that you can transform yourself. You are the person who's stopping yourself. You are the person that's creating disease in yourself. You're not aware of it, but you're waking up to it. The whole intention here was to heal you, teach you that you are part of this earth. Earth is nature, okay? Earth provides everything you need. It's not asking you for it to be paid. What's asking you is people that have colonized or conquered and they want to make money out of it. But if you're going without politics, you're not going with, like capitalistic mindsets and all, nature, forests, and all that kind of place is available for you. It's only the people that see value in it and who are able to connect with themselves properly will know the value of it, obviously. And then this connection, this intention of meeting this person or this relationship was meant to make you a person whole, a whole person on your own. Them activating the divine masculinity inside of you was to make you whole. Perhaps you were more divine feminine, but this time this person activated your divine masculine side. What will heal your divine masculine side and the pain connected to your divine masculine is the realization that you're a whole person. The realization that you are whole. But this union card is also your heart. Okay, if you look at the heart, it's the thing that unites everything together. If your heart didn't pump, the blood wouldn't circulate everywhere in your body. Right? So it's an element of union. It's an element of transformation. And below the deck, technically, I'm just gonna read it because the whole reading is based on this. 16, yes. I believe it's the Tower card, 16. And Tower cards usually in life are like hardest to face. Because you do hit rock bottom. Your ego is crashed. Revolution. Technically, your spirit or your soul wanted you to meet this person so that there's revolution happen inside of you. Okay? So breathe into the fire. Let it burn. Do not be afraid of letting go. The camouflage you use to conceal your fears and your doubts, your need for approval, must be cast off, which is 100% connected here, okay? For everyone out there. The internal conflagration of desires, thoughts, ideas and behaviors that no longer resonate may feel painful. And that's what you were releasing by meeting this person. Reach out to the stars for comfort, knowing that you no longer have to hide from your wounds and your worries. What can you do to stay grounded as you extend through the absolute clearing of the fire? Trust in the radiance of your soul, the essence of who you are, to guide you through the burn. For it is a lustrous gem that can never truly be damaged. Inhale faith and exhale freedom. Know that it is time for true revolution, the breakthrough that you have been waiting for. Open your heart and let it be filled with light. Because burning means purification. Okay, so, and burning also is, you also feel it in pain. You feel it burn, right? You feel something that's not normal, right? You're on fire. You want to cry, you have anger, like you feel you're not comfortable because it's burning, right? It's burning, it's hurting you. But you need to open your heart and let it be filled with light. But it's a purification method. Fire is the element, the south is the direction, the planet is Mars. Carnelian is a crystal, fire log pose, Agni Stambhasana, and half-seated twist pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So these are like yoga poses that create revolution. And solar chakra is the chakra. Ram is it's the sound of it, and praying mantis is the animal. Tree, fire, and starlight. Dancing in the fire, I ignite the revolution that I have been waiting for. So this one, overall, it's your whole soul that asked for it, okay? So it's your soul that asked, be it your conscious or your unconscious, this is what you need to hear. Your higher self, which is your best version of yourself, the purpose of you overcoming yourself every day, transforming. You needed to meet this person, but fate made it available for you. Faith in life made it available for you. So the whole intention was for you to connect yourself, right? You wanted to connect with this person, but there was blockages connected to it because you weren't able to have faith in yourself. But then again, the whole idea here is to feel whole, is to understand that you don't need another person to make you feel whole. You needed to feel whole within yourself. The intention was for you to learn that, but why you needed to learn that is because you needed to also learn diligence, or you were diligent here. But then again, you were unconscious of the fact that you were full of stress and anxiety. And you need to connect to your body and to worship, like to respect properly your body. That's what respect meant. You needed to respect your body, the limitations of your body. What did your present body need from you? They asked for it. And if there was pain connected, it is because you were not respecting your body. You're not even respecting yourself here. Hence where you needed to wake up to the fact that you need to transform here, because you have chains that are stopping you, right? Your own chains, you're not aware, were stopping you from transforming in this situation properly. And then once you learned that, you know, life is about connection, it's connected with growth, this made you feel wholer, which is also the wholeness card. But overall, the whole situation here, your challenge was to have faith that this is part of your purpose. And it's also part of your passion. Your challenge was to know that you were passionate about this person. And the whole reading here, connected to the pain, which is the vibe you needed to face, was the revolution that needed to happen inside of you so that you can set yourself free properly. Okay? Set yourself free from your chains and to respect yourself and to feel whole in yourself and to have faith that your life is meant to happen so that you can, fulfill your purpose and fulfill your passion. Okay? Then you have union. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. Just also the wholeness card here with the 5 of Pentacles. This is an amazing reading, and I'm very grateful because I healed a lot of stuff here, and it kind of created more consciousness. I'm more conscious, I'm more aware here of what happened with this person. I had a situation, and I can read this, and I'm reading it, and it's 100% resonating with me. But I'm 100% sure that anyone out there who's going through a phase of pain, be it's an emotional pain, you will see sooner or later it's going to manifest on a physical way. Because your emotions, they're stored in your organs. Your emotions, they're stored in your heart, in certain organs, and you need to release them. But how can you release them and how can you heal them is by connecting with your body, is to tune into the wholeness that you are, right? Because your heart beats for you, it's not beating for somebody else, it's beating for you. And everyone has their own organs, but their own organs have their own function, but they're doing it all for you. So when we're saying you're cared about, you should never say nobody cares about me. Because it's not true. Nobody, it's impossible. Your body, your own body, cares about you. That's the number one thing you have to wake up to. Because you're saying nobody, but body, which is your body, is also in the word. When you're affirming these things, it's definitely your body's not feeling an ease. It's in disease because it's not feeling an ease, right? So your body cares about you. Your body loves you because it's doing everything for you. You don't even know about it. It's just you and your own chains, your own stress and anxiety and all the other stuff that don't belong to you that you absorb because you're a human being, right? You're sharing your space with other people. You're not sharing it. You're sharing it with them. So you are conscious of their body too, right? But if there's respect between your body and their body, there's respect between you and your body too, you will see that it's gonna be reflected. That's why we want you to be more centered in yourself, because the more centered you are, the more things are going to evolve around you because you're centered. If you're centered, I'm centered, 10 other people around us, they're going to start feeling more centered because you and me are centered. So we do influence their energy as their energy influences us. But if they're operating from a mind space and we're operating from a center space, we want to encourage, we want to heal ourselves, we believe in ourselves, right? But sometimes people who are not more mind focused, they don't believe in themselves, not all the time. They don't have the same strength as you do. They don't have the same perception as you do. But by you and me centering ourselves, healing ourselves, feeling at ease with who we are, tapping into our real essence, feeling our own wholeness, other people will also start to feel wholer. And that is what we want. We want an environment that is whole. We want to interact with people that are whole. We don't want to interact with a doll. That's what they're doing. People are very mental that are not connecting with their heart. They're more like dolls. You can tell them what you want, they'll just do it, but they don't do it because it's more a fear-connected, anxious, stressful situation, and these people, unfortunately, will have diseases. It will come out sooner or later. or there will be repressed emotions, repressed angers. All of these things create disease in the body. And sometimes it's important that all of us sit down and feel the emotions we need to feel so that we can tap into the wholeness of ourselves. Because our heart is beating for us. It's doing its job. It's loving you. It's taking care of you. Your lungs are breathing fresh air for you. Your feet are bringing you where you need to go. Your hands are helping you put the actions that you want to do. If you don't have your hands, you don't have control over your hands, how can you express the love that you feel? If you don't have a tongue, your body, your nervous system, your spine is not healthy, you won't be able to talk, you won't be able to express yourself, you won't be able to create, you won't be able to destroy some stuff that are not important to you. You won't be able to live. And all of this is there to support you. Many people don't know about it, but we want you to wake up to it. But overall, this is a microscopic aspect, and it's linked to the macrocosmic aspect of life. And this person who caused you this immense pain happened because they activated your divine masculine. And you need to wake up to the pain connected to your divine masculine, because you were not able to do the things that you wanted to do because you had restrictions. You're not transforming yourself. You're not respecting yourself. You're not being diligent with your intentions. Your challenge was to have faith in the purpose. Your challenge was to have faith in the passion that you felt connected to them. But all of this happens so that you can learn to respect yourself, learn to transform yourself, learn to release yourself from those chains that you created for your own protection, perhaps, but that those chains didn't serve you. Hence why the whole experience with this woman or this man was a revolution in your life. Because the whole relationship with this person was to bring you back to yourself and make you feel whole in yourself. This person was never meant to complete you. This person was meant to teach you to complete yourself. So you have to be very grateful to this person, honestly, because they did you a big favor by teaching you your own priorities, your own boundaries, your own self-love, your own self-respect. Okay, and they also taught you diligence, and they taught you about your own chains that were stopping you from fulfilling this purpose. But at the end of the day, the whole intention, faith-wise, was to bring you to a state of wholeness and unity with pain as the catalyst, okay? As the language of communication between your body and your consciousness. Okay, so that's it. That's all I had for pile 1. It's a long reading, but it was meant to be that way. And it's one of the most important readings for me. Okay, and this happened to me and I still learn, but finally I have come to a state of wholeness connected to the whole experience. Okay, and sometimes I can tell you it takes 3 years, it takes 4 years, it takes a year, it takes 2 years, but it won't last long because you were able to learn, or you will be able to learn. Just it takes time. Everyone have their own pace. So you take it the way you have to. But the pain, everyone feels it. My case is a back issue I had. Then again, it's also connected with my right side, which is my masculine side. And it's 100% connected with me. But at the same time, my experience is a helping coping mechanism for other people. But I don't want it to be a coping mechanism. I want it to be an insight for them. If I was able to do it, I have faith that you will be able to do it for yourself too. And I'm not saying my story is the right one. If it didn't resonate, it was not meant for you. If it did resonate, then I'm very happy you were able to watch it. And I hope that you will feel this wholeness. You will be able to center yourself, and you will be able to align yourself with your needs, with your intentions, and make them happen. Congratulations. I love you. I love you. And I know you love me too. And I hope you success. Okay? May it happen. May it happen. Whatever you wish for, I have faith that it's going to happen. It's just you need to make it happen. As I'm going to make it happen for myself, you need to make it happen for yourself. And congratulations, it won't happen again. And if it does, you know what to do. You will know what to do. And that's the important thing of growth, is you know what to do when it happens again. You're more prepared now. You know what life has to give you, right? And you understand now that pain, it's a sign of alerting you. Hey, there's a problem here. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to tap into yourself. I want you to feel. I want you to rest. I want you to care about yourself, right? It's not about other people. It's about yourself. I need you to support yourself by connecting with the right people, communicating about your worries, communicating with people who have similar situations to you, and feeling supported at the same time, because you have to believe that your body is supporting you by telling you that it's in pain. But it wants to heal itself because you are their main priority. They reproduce for you. They fight for you. Your cells, your organs, they're there for you. What can you do for them? Love them. Acknowledge them. Heal them. Give them the consciousness, the awareness, the gratitude that they deserve. I'm talking about cells and your own body. But you see, if you start tapping into it, something truly magical will happen. And those who feel it, know it. Those who know it already know it. You know, I don't need to explain it to them. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Thank you so much. And next time I'll see you again, perhaps on my video, on my channel, in true life, whichever way. I love you all. I kiss you all. And I bless you all, perhaps, if I am able to bless it myself. But I wish to bless you guys too. Okay, so you're truly blessed, guys. You don't see it, but you're truly blessed. If you don't see it, obviously. Deck 2. Whoever chose Millennium Thoth Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So the people who chose the dolphins, okay? So dolphin spirits, perhaps, or this person has a dolphin spirit, or it's about you, perhaps, because you chose this, and this is about your own consciousness. What does your own consciousness want you to know? Now, this is more your consciousness talking to your subconscious, wishing to be conscious side, okay? But it's overall about you. Connected to this relationship, okay? It has passed, perhaps. It's in the present, it's happening. As it's in the future, it will happen. But we're having faith that it's all for your own well-being, for your own growth, for your own life purpose. I will take upright cards, guys, okay? All of it is going to be upright. So the vibe you're going in is to stop, okay? Stop, breathe in, breathe out, perhaps. When will this happen? You have November. Sorry. What this relationship was meant to activate in you. Alchemy. This is... Then we have intuition, but this is more. We have more. So the relationship you are meant to have with this woman, this man, is and soul. Okay. Wow. This is definitely very magical. this happens to me a lot when I go on walks, okay? I'm a very connected to nature, okay? I personally am very connected with nature, okay? And when I walk, I do daily walks, okay? Whenever I can, but overall I need the walks, okay? So when I walk in the forest, I make sure, if I can, I'll remove my shoes and I'll ground myself on the grass, okay? And whenever I walk on the grass, there are trees, and usually it's an amazing scenery. I have the sun. Sometimes it's the sunrise, sometimes it's the sunset, sometimes the sun is just up there. You know, it's like the sun is up there. It's not a sunrise, it's not a sunset. And I just stop, okay? And I just stop, and I kind of like, my body and my intuition just, it happens naturally, okay? It's organic, 100% normal. Because I'm surrounded by trees. There's a wind that's kind of like creating the magical element here. And I'm kind of like tapping into my body. You know, I'm just tapping into my body. I'm feeling whole. I'm feeling part of the nature. I am aware of the sun, okay? I'm aware of the wind. I'm aware of the grass under my feet. And I'm also connected to the trees. And when I'm stopping, I stop, legit. So I'm standing on the ground, and I'm just very receptive to this moment, which is magical. And in this moment that is magical, I am being there. My soul is truly happy. Sometimes I have tears of blissfulness that come down from my eyes. People kind of like worry about it because sometimes it's in nature, right? And there are people, it's a pathway, and people walk and they think I'm sad, but I'm truly not. I'm just, you know, in a period of bliss, which is, it's a blessing. It's not a curse, it's a blessing. And I truly feel blessed when it happens, and it happens often. Because it's a sign of, I'm releasing pain, and I'm releasing stress, and I'm releasing anxiety. I don't need to define each tear. And I don't need to define the blissfulness. I don't need to define the gratitude I feel in that moment, because it's a peaceful state. It's a space where I can be, you know? So it's truly amazing. So this, I could also experience this with a human being. It's just many people perhaps don't tap into it the way I do. But the right people will understand. The right people understand. So this one, it's a soul connection. So the energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realm. But it's truly, I feel blissed out whenever I'm in the forest. I'm going with the forest, but the forest has a spirit of its own. It is a being in itself. It's just not a human being, but it's a being in itself. And then you have God or the divine. But the divine for me is in nature. It's in me. So I just need to connect with it myself, which I'm able to do. I'm explaining to you my way I connect to the divine, perhaps. And it's not divine, but it's nature. And nature is sacred for me. Okay? So, but we're going to go with a human being here. Human beings are sacred to me too. They represent the cosmos for me. Hence why, from the moment I kind of like change the perspective, is I can no longer disrespect the person. I don't have those tendencies anymore. I can't have them when I start seeing other people as divine human beings too. Even if they are not conscious of it, me being conscious of it could perhaps awaken that inside of them. Hence why I kind of connect with people like that. And I acknowledge people like that. You know, but whenever you're like that, many people think that you're just a nice person. You know, like you're very nice, you know. But it's not a nice energy. It's purity of heart. and it's compassion, and it's love, you know? But it also is a representation of myself in the world. But it is truly activation of alchemy. Alchemy is the frequency that activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside of us, okay? Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Transmutation is just you speaking. You're just speaking and you're transmuting. You are saying something to yourself and it will manifest. That's why I say affirmations need to be positive, and you need to put the effort to affirm them all the time, because your affirmations will start happening when you're centered in yourself, you are connected to yourself, you are still when you are speaking, affirming, being. Okay, so it's a lot of magic because it is divine. And you are divine too. Just you don't see it. You don't believe in that perhaps, but you are. Because I am, you are. Your parents are too. It's just you need to accept them for who they are. And you need to detach yourself from them. Because your karma could be connected to them. But then again, if you do your hard work and you start focusing on yourself, you align yourself with yourself, you start releasing, start healing. And you are your ancestors. You're no one without your ancestors. Okay? And your ancestors were divine people themselves. You have to remember that. And infinity sign is good and bad together in union. So, very important, you have to understand that. It took me years to understand that. And you need black and you need white. You need gray side too. You need all the colors so that life is something worth living for. You understand? It's a lot. It's a lot. I know perhaps I might sound crazy, but then again, I'm not crazy. I'm sharing it with those who need to hear it. And I'm having faith that those who need to hear it are hearing it. Are the ones that are watching anyways. Okay? So, with this person, what happens that you had to stop, right? But it happened in November. And what needed to be activated inside of you was this energy of alchemy. This surge of something magical, right? Feeling extra, you know? And you're feeling like you want to act, you want to ascend, you want to, you know, do things, you know? You want to ask about things, you want to speak more, right? You want to talk, you want to flirt, you want to seduce, you want to create, but in that stillness. Okay, it could be seduction, it could be flirting, it could be just being. And the relationship you have with this person when you're being with them is that you're following your intuition. So you guys have intuition between yourself and you are aware of each other's soul. You're aware of their soul. You know they're there and they are aware of you too. Right? So the energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realm beyond the three-dimensional reality. So you and this person have something more. You're not just objects. You're not just body forms in an environment. You are more than that. Right? Hence where when you're tapping into a more like internal experience, you're tapping into your soul. Right? So this person also. So there's an element of essence here. You're tapping and you're being with the essence of this other person. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. Okay? So, what did your higher self want you to learn with this person? So you have lust is here, but it's obviously you feel it. Okay? Oh, and the challenge you need to face is the Aeon with the Six of Wands. Okay. And the reason why is that way it's the Knight of Pentacles. So this person is interested in you. The initial phase, you have the Ace of Pentacles with a Three of Pentacles. In the present moment, you have, or in the middle, you have Five of Cups. And then in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords. So this one, you're not thinking, honestly. You guys are not thinking. So you were not thinking. You don't think, because overall, what has happening with this interaction in November with this person is that you were more still. When you were more still, you were able to convey more. You were able to understand the true essence of this person, okay? But you needed to also connect to what lust is, okay? So this one, you needed to understand that you had to be more yourself here. And to the truth was that this person also wanted you, okay? The way you wanted them, they wanted you the same way. They were a suitor of yours, or they are a suitor of yours, okay? But why they're a suitor of yours is because you are a woman or a man that is strong, that is grounded, that is loving, that is graced by beauty. But your challenge connected to the situation was more the judgment, self-judgment perhaps, that was stopping you, or your challenge was to be more feminine, this one perhaps. I need more time, guys, this one. And to succeed, focus on the success connected to them. So what did your consciousness want you to understand about this meeting? Okay, so when you were meeting this person, what did this person teach you? This person was meant to teach you that you desired this person, but you also wanted to be, you were desired. So this one is that you needed to wake up to the fact that you are a desirable woman or man. You are attractive, you are beautiful, you are radiant, woman or man, guys, this one. But overall, I have a female here, and I have like suitors here. So I have like a very grounded suitor here, and I have a fired up person here. Okay, but it's about you tapping into this. You had to stop, right? Because you felt their essence and they felt your essence. And your essence during that time was that of being wanted. You knew you were wanted by this person, and you knew you wanted them, but overall you wanted true love, right? The cup is in your hands, right? And your focus is connected to the cup. And you also have the lion that's kind of roaring. So there's a protection connected. So you protect, okay, you are an active supporter of true love. And your focus is in true love, right? Hence why this fiery side of you, the roar. So you have the strength of a lion connected to true love. So you protect true love. You're a protector of true love. So you like genuine love, but you also, lust comes with love, okay? Lust comes because you want to love. Lust comes because you're on fire connected to a person. Lust comes because you want to be creative with a person, right? But this one, it was more like you stood there because you had to tap into it. Tap into the true essence of this woman or this man. That you wanted you, but you wanted them too. And why you felt that way was because you knew that this person was single. You knew that this person is stable. And you knew this person is invested, connected to you. Your challenge was to succeed at making this happen. But then again, overall, your challenge was to, because this one is two that tangles. So your challenge perhaps here was to transform more. Transform more, but in the form of a, like, go through a rebirth cycle. Because when you go in a relationship, you have to let go of sides of you. I learned this from a person I admire. He talked about this in his interview. And it did resonate with me. Every time you go in a relationship, there's a part of you that you have to let go. And that relationship can in your life so that you can grow through it and learn things about yourself that don't serve you, or you have a certain intention, but then again, you don't know how to go at it. But the moment you put the necessary actions, you do the little steps, you go towards it, there are sides of you that you have to shed. Right? Because it becomes like a baggage. It becomes like a chain that's stopping you from truly liberating yourself and realize it's like your aim is self-realization, right? But there are chains sometimes that come with you in this present moment. So you just need to unchain yourself so that you can go towards, like, every time you put a step forward, like, it's the internal you that's stepping forward. It's your consciousness that's stepping forward. I don't need to go too much into it, but connected to this person, technically, you needed to let go of something. Okay? So that you can really, really succeed here. But you had a person who was a suitor, who made you feel wanted, but you also needed to tap into, to realize that you were wanted and you were lusted after, and you lusted after a person. So in the initial phase, what you needed to do, or what happened, is that you wanted to initiate communication with this person, right? Because you were feeling something and you were feeling magical, right? So you wanted to put action towards it. And that's why you stopped, because you want to close the gap with this person, right? You want to give them the chance, the opportunity to get to know you more, right? And in the middle section, there was unfortunately a period where there was more like an investigation happening. So you started investigating what they really wanted. So you didn't really focus on the being wanted and wanting energy. Start becoming more like a detective. Is this person serious? Are they not? So there's an element of your mind was starting to come here somehow, which kind of, like, unfortunately could have ruined the situation for you. And then in the near future, with the Nine of Swords, this one, you have Mars with Gemini. So your thoughts were not really controlling you here, no, because the swords need to be sharp, but here it's not sharp. So I'm gonna go in a more logical, perhaps, because I was going more like because swords mean many things for me. Swords could be other people's expectations that I take and I put them as my expectations. So I'm influenced by other people, so I'm more conditioned mentality for going sword wise. And there's the other one where the sword is a shield for you. So it helps you protect yourself. It helps you cut things through. But then again, when it does too much of it, then it becomes self-destruction. But you don't want it to be destruction. You want it to be shield, right? So it's an item that you can use to protect yourself properly, to express yourself properly, to go straight forward, solve situations, all that kind of stuff. But then again, if the sword is towards yourself, then it's definitely like it bleeds, you know, like you bleed when you cut yourself, right? So you just need to make sure that the blade is not on you and as it's not harmful for other people. It's meant to protect and shield yourself. Okay, so here this one with the 9 of Swords, because Mars is a very intense warrior masculine energy, and you have Gemini, which is more like a very mentally active sign. Okay, Gemini is definitely very mentally active. Okay, so wise, playful, energetic, but it's like all three: energetic, wise, and playful. Wise, it has all the good qualities, perhaps. But then again, you know, the ugly side of a Gemini too. You know, like they can be two-faced and all that kind of stuff. But we're not gonna focus on the sign as people. We're gonna focus the sign as connected to Mars in the picture here, connected to 9 of Wands. Now, swords are liquidy, which means that either I'm not thinking that much, hence why I'm kind of more focused on being playful, wise, and energetic connected to this person. Yeah, like that. This one is more like that, because what I channel at the beginning to express the main cards here, you have Stop, Alchemy, Intuition, and Soul. I was talking about me walking in the forest, okay? But it's also you walking with a person too. Because forest, you know, it loves you. It's there. It's not going to harm you, right? So it's the same situation with this person. There was real no harm connected to them. It was more an element of exploring lust and feeling lusted after, and, you know, the things that you needed to go through connected to them. So it's more like an experience you needed to go through. But overall, the truth was that this person really did want you, okay? They were really activated, connected to you. Okay? So this is what your consciousness wanted you to learn, that you are attractive. You just need to, you know, not judge yourself. Use your awareness and intuition so that you can transform the relationship with this person. Because what you don't realize, perhaps, that is a very good thing, is that you tapped into their essence. You saw them for who they were, and they did see you for who you were. So this one is multi-level. It's not like a surface level relationship, what you had with this man or this woman. It was more an element of you saw them for who they were. They did see you for who you were. They were passionate about you, and that is the truth. And you did feel it. That's why you stopped and you were receptive to it. You were receptive to it. And there was communication that was happening between you and them in November. Or whatever is going to happen, there is communication that is happening between you and them. And you're no longer overthinking the situation. You are focused on being playful with them. You are focused on doing the wise thing. And you were energetic, connected to them. Okay? As they were towards you. And that is what the lust card is. It's energetic with each other. When lust happens, you feel like your blood is rushing in your veins, right? You feel your heart beating faster, right? You feel alive. here, this one. And you feel comfortable being that energy. So this one, it's what did your consciousness want you to learn with this person is that you can definitely be yourself and be wanted with this person, and that this person wanted you. And this is what it is like to have a soulmate, perhaps. You need to stop to connect with them properly, to connect with their essence, the human being that they truly are. You had the privilege to connect with them, and they had the privilege to connect with you. Whatever you did afterwards is up to you. But just so you know, this is a situation where there's lust. You are wanted for who you are, which is amazing. That's what you want. You were wanted for who you are, and you wanted them for who they were. Not what they offer, not what they came with, for who they were. This is multi-level. This is a multi-level relationship. This is not a superficial situation. They wanted you. You were wanted. You wanted them, but because they're fiery, right? But you wanted them too. That's what you needed to know. Connected to this relationship. What is it that you needed to learn or be conscious of? That you are attractive. You are wanted. People lust after you. It's not people. This person lusted after you. So they wanted to be creative with you. You did set them on fire. Okay? So but because of who you were. Who you were. Your true essence. They wanted you for who you were. And you wanted them for who they were. Okay, so this is a very good situation. It's a good situation. You want this kind of person. Okay, so that's it. That's all. I'm going to leave that deck true. Have a good day. Deck 3, whoever chose Tarot of Sexual Magic. So this one is wine and cheese. Okay, wine and cheese. So let us see what your higher self or your consciousness wants you to be conscious of. Okay, your higher self, your conscious self, talking to your subconscious self in this present moment. Okay, so if you're subconscious about something, just want you to be aware of something. That is your own consciousness, though. Or consciousness. Same thing. So what happened? What vibe were you in, or what vibe will you be in? You have Death card here. Very soon. Transition with change. This is hilarious. This is what's activated inside of you. So we're gonna go in the form of death is you letting go. Okay, we're not going the real word, even though yeah, this is about letting go overall, because you have romantic love, which is the relationship you have with this person. Okay, so very soon you will let go of your past self. So your insecure tendencies that you're not good enough, you're not attractive enough, you're not intelligent enough, you don't know enough, you're not curious, like you're not wanted, that those kind of stuff, it's which were part of your present self or past self, you're letting them go completely. So death is a real serious card here. It's that element of shedding the skin. Shedding the skin, shedding the things that don't serve you. It's true transformation. And what's activated also in this person, what they activate inside of you, this interaction, is that you change, you need to change, and you want to transition. So change and transition are two different things, but they're very similar to each other. Changing means that you change your habits, hence where small little steps create big influence longer you do it. And transition is transitioning from one state to the other, which is also part of change. So, and the main relationship that you're gonna have with this woman or this man is romantic love. Interesting. It's all set in stone, perhaps. This one, it's all set in stone. You should not be discontent. You won't be discontent though, this one, because you're in alignment with yourself. So what's the main situation? I'm not gonna take reverse cards. Technically, when I started the reading, I told myself I'm not gonna take reverse cards. We're gonna take upright cards. So you have the main situation is playing. So 4 of Wands. Your challenge or their challenge, this is your challenge, is the Hermit card. Refusal. But retention of the seed, this one. So it's more intenser. I see. I see. Oh my god, guys. This is so funny. I just had the awakening. If you look at this card properly, okay? Retention of the seed, it leads to sacred lovemaking, okay? And the Hermit is the retention of the seed, which means that it's a man that knows how to, that is very healthy, by the way. Hermits usually are very healthy men, okay? So this one, it's more a man in this picture I'm talking about, okay? It looks deceiving, but it's not, okay? This one, it's more, the man is not focused on instant gratification. The man is focused on long-term gratification, okay? And that's retention of the seed, which is long-term gratification. We're not talking about it, but it is that way. A man, the longer he can stand, the more pleasurable it is for a woman. Because women are like water, men are like fire, okay? But if you look at the candle is not lit. It's under him that's lit. So he is definitely on fire. He is on fire. It's just he knows how to manage the fire. He's way too grounded and he's strongly connected with fire. So it means that he can stand for a long period, which means that he can manage his own lust, okay, for your pleasure if you're a woman. If you're a man, it's the other way around. And if you try doing retention of the seed, it is pretty hard, right? You need to breathe properly. You need to know how to manage yourself properly, right? So it's a lot of self-discovery. And a hermit is a man who knows that, okay? Who has done the work to not just lust after a woman. He's able to manage his desires. Hence where we're looking at the picture, the woman is very satisfied because the man in the picture is definitely the man who's retaining his seed. Because it's a man that is about pleasing the woman. It's not a man who's about pleasing himself. He's being the still energy. He's being the linga. And the woman is being the yoni. Technically. Which is amazing. I never would have connected to it like that. Oh my god. And then the reason why this is the situation is abandoned. So there's an element of you're abandoning yourself. So you are kind of really letting go of certain thought patterns that don't serve you, in the form of, oh, I shouldn't play with this person, what about other people looking at me and thinking this is not like me, you know, it's like that. So it's more about you abandoning yourself to your desires, you as a woman perhaps here, and a man could be, because the challenge here is the man's retention of seed. I don't know if I'm talking to a man or a woman, but this one overall, yeah, this is magnetism. It's the devil card in the initial phase. In the middle section, you have Two of Swords, so inviting. Okay. And then in the near future, you have Three of Swords here. They have pinching. I'm just gonna read the pinching one and abandon, okay? But I'm gonna channel the rest. But the relationship you're supposed to have with this man or this woman is romantic love. And you have Temperance card, filler of love. So fill this situation with love though, okay? Show love in the situation, technically, with the Temperance card. But let us start with Three of Swords. Pinching, the magic of fire and salt. You must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end the relationship that is now empty. Okay. So this one, perhaps, I'm just gonna read the Temperance card too. Filter of love. Friendly but cool relations to be warmed up with the magic of plants. The filter of love sparks a slumbering desire and restores harmony to the relationship. So for some of you, the relationship is meant to be a romantic love, okay? You are meant to have romance, and romantic love is the frequency that supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. So this woman or this man is meant to be your conscious lover, okay? So it's through with them that you will face your self-love, okay? So it's important that you filter the love, so you don't focus only on disagreements and incompatibilities, okay? This one, you must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end the relationship that is now empty. But perhaps there's no real emptiness here. This person is meant to be a conscious lover of yours. You just need to nurture this relationship with some plants, perhaps. So connect with flowers, connect with nature with them, and you'll see perhaps that the disagreements and the incompatibilities don't mean much. Okay, so this one, pinching, it's more the uncomfortableness sometimes connected to a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna read this two ways. I don't know if this is a short-term relationship as it's a long-term relationship. You will know. But for the relationship to be long-term, Perhaps the man here needs to learn how to retain their seed. Okay, so this one, it could also be in the form of debt to a man. Okay, so this one, it's a lot of shedding the skin and like approaching the whole relationship differently and approaching yourself differently, because this could also be very different from a man's perspective too. Specifically from a man's perspective, I feel like it's very different based on who the man is. Obviously you'll know yourself better than me. Okay, so let's just read this. What does your conscious self want your subconscious self right now in this moment to know regarding this relationship? This is a relationship, meeting this woman or this man, you will shed a skin of yours. You are going to let go of a side of you that doesn't serve you. And it's going to happen very soon, or it happened very soon, as it's happening, perhaps. What's being activated in you when you're with this woman or this man is that you want to change. You want new things in your life. And you are transitioning from being single to in a relationship. So the you who's single and the you in a partnership, in a situation where you start caring and loving a woman or a man for who they are. Okay, so the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, right? Because when you're changing because reality is making you change too. Both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Okay? Then I'll read the transition. Frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, which is what you're doing anyways, because Death card is letting go of fear, anxiety, the old past self that doesn't really, like, the old past self of you was good enough for the past. Now you just need to create a new version of yourself, which is adapting to the real reality that's happening behind you. Behind you, I'm saying, but in the present moment, okay? And to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So this one, what you're not aware of, you are really supported properly when it comes to this woman or this man. Okay, so you are supported here. So the whole meeting this woman, this man, activates inside of you a sense of change. You want to change, right? And you're changing for the better because you're more realistic, you're more grounded, and you're really understanding the profoundness of this process. So you're conscious when it comes, like, the relationship with this woman or this man, when it comes in your life, what's happening is that you are changing. Okay, so there's a new wave coming in your life. There's a new you. There's a new, you're a new person. You're not going to operate the same way as you used to before. And you are welcoming it. And there's a lot of support that's coming here in this situation. So you're supported in this time of change and transition. And what's going to be established between you and this woman is that of romantic love. So this is going to be your conscious lover, and you're going to be their conscious lover. So if this is going to be your conscious lover, you're going to be their conscious lover too. When we're talking conscious lover, it's more sacred lovemaking, this one. It's not just sleeping like that. It's you enjoy the sleeping experience. You enjoy being creative. You enjoy being giving, and you enjoy taking. You know, it's an equal give and take kind of. Conscious love, I believe it's an equal give and take. You accept the person for who they are, the essence that they are, as they accept you. You won't be able to have a conscious lover if you're not conscious. So this one, it's a sign that you're conscious, I'm conscious. Okay, and they're conscious. So this one is very conscious. We're more conscious now. They're consciously being in a partnership with a woman or a man. So what you're gonna be with this woman or this man is you're gonna be more playful. Okay, so you're not gonna shy away from being yourself, showing who you are, tease them. You will do what you want to do in the bedroom too. You won't shy away, you'll communicate about it. So you're going to become a new person who's more playful. Why you're going to become this way with the Knight of Wands. One second, I just need to read. I forgot that one. I said I needed to check that out, but I forgot. Three of Wands. No, Knave of Wands. The magic of the olive branches. Okay, so the eccentricities of character do not necessarily lead to unreliability. So you can be eccentric with them because you're consciously being yourself and they're consciously being themselves, and both of you are being playful in it. Okay, and you must look beyond appearances to see the essence of the feelings. So you're really more conscious here. We're really conscious here. So what's going to happen with this woman is you're more conscious of yourself. You're more conscious of your eccentric ways, and you are playful with it. There's an element of wisdom connected to how you're being yourself and how this person's being with you, and how love is connected to all of this, you know. The only thing perhaps is the Hermit card, which is the retention of the seed, refusal. So you should not refuse the love that's coming here, perhaps. Should not refuse the love that's coming or the love that's present. You just need to experience and be in it. The Hermit. Okay, refusal. Retention of the seed. Slowing down your pace allows the magic to germinate. So this one, you just need to, the challenge perhaps, slow down a bit, okay? Because things can happen very fast, specifically with lust and love. Okay, love, it can go very fast, okay? Because you accept the person, it's easy to love them. It's easy, specifically if it's mutual, it's even more easier. Because it is love. So just the challenge, perhaps, is to slow down your pace a bit, okay? That will allow the magic to germinate, okay? When the psychic force is restrained, its power is doubled. So the slower you enjoy things, the less impatient you are, perhaps, and the more you tap into your breath with this one, the better it is. Okay, it's just perhaps this one, the discontent, perhaps, is because things are going very fast. So what you just need to understand here is that you're letting go of your past self, right? Because it's about time for you to be in a loving relationship with a conscious lover who's able to accept you, your eccentricities and all, but just remember to take slow a bit, you know, slow down, so that the magical element of love will double itself. It's gonna get intenser, okay? Because with the Devil card, there's an element of magnetism, okay? So there's an element of you feel activated. Okay, you feel drawn to them, you feel like you can act on it, and it's like you're not ashamed. You're liberating orgy, but this one, the orgy is not about other people, it's about yourself. You feel more magnetic, this person is magnetic, and both of you are playing in this dance of magnetism, okay? You're activating each other, technically. Okay, and then in the middle section, because you felt this magnetic, activated version of yourself, you wanted to perhaps play with them, invite them a bit, you know. But then again, both of you are two different people, so there's an element of you want to resist it a bit, you know. And then in the near future, there's this element of teasing, perhaps this one. So pinching could also be teasing. No, this one, I'm actually believing that it is your conscious lover, because the relationship that is to be formed with them is romantic love. But when I read conscious lover, it's more two people that are conscious. Okay, so you know yourself well, I know myself well. Okay, the only challenge in this situation though is to slow down the pace a bit. Okay, because we are very activated, we're trying to resist each other, but then again, perhaps things happen faster when you don't you try resisting though. So let me just read the Two of Swords energy too, because this is sexual magic and each card has a sexual connotation to it, which means that when you're sleeping with someone, you do this. I don't know it very much. Okay, I know it, but I don't know it in that way, perhaps. So that's why I'm just kind of like following the guidance of the booklet here, so it will kind of give ourselves some insight in the situation. This was Two of Swords. So the Swords energy. Inviting. The magic of the black chicken. Empathy and understanding are born of promising the right things and then keeping one's promise. So this one perhaps is that you're gonna promise each other something, but you're gonna be able to keep it. Hence where the invitation element is gonna happen. You know, so you're going to invite each other and make sure to keep the promise going. Right? And then with the magnetism, I just want to see what the Devil card is. Liberating orgy. Eros is a grandiose force that, when deviated, becomes dangerous. It risks deception, betrayal, or blackmail. So perhaps this one, that's why we have the Hermit card in the middle, that you just calm down a bit on the Eros energy, which could be dangerous. It could bring betrayal, deception, or blackmail. This one. But mainly what I'm understanding here, because I'm gonna read this in the form of I'm empowering the romantic love, but I could also empower the Temperance card, which is discontent. I'm going to read it in the form of this is a process that you need to go through. But I'm going to give you both sides. But mind you, if it's in the past, you'll know it. If it's about to happen, you'll also know it. Or it's happening in this present moment, you will decide what you want to do. Because this is not about me. It's about the whole collective situation. You are feeling playful with this person, things are happening, and you're able to accept yourself. And you love the passion that you feel with them. You love what they activate inside of you. So when you meet this person, why you're meeting them is because you're ready to explore what it is like to be in a relationship consciously. Your challenge is to consciously go at this slowly. Okay, why we're saying slowly is because in the initial phase, what you felt for them was very intense. Okay, so when it's intense, it's very activating, it's very lust connected, and it's, you know, when you're lusting and you're very like you know, it's the pan, it's the Earth, the king of Earth, okay? And Pan is the devil, but it's also the ghost. So when you want something, you want to get it right away, right? So hence where you're very like activated. Okay, so when you're activated, you need to do some movement, you have some tension, and you just want to take care of it, right? But when you don't get it, there's an element of rage connected to it, right? So when you're raging, you're angry, there's a discomfort connected to it. So this could lead you to doing wrong things. Like, let's say you want someone and this person's not giving it to you, you can go and get it with someone else, thinking of this person, you know? But it's not the right way to go at it. That's why we are talking about the Hermit, which is more about slowing the pace, learning how to manage your desires, you know, your downstairs. If this is, I'm talking to a guy, or we're talking about a man here connected to you. So this one, perhaps it's not connected to you, it's connected to your person. So your person needs to learn retention of the seed, could be, or learning how to manage themselves, or do some pranayam, you know, like breath work, so that he or but mostly he can manage what's happening downstairs, you know. And you'll be less discontent with the situation because you're feeling less harassed, perhaps, here. Because it varies. Like, I could very, like, empower this very much, but then again, reality is not that, you know. Sometimes a man can want you so much that they're very, like, turned on, and they want you, and they want to sleep with you. But then again, this is not the right way to go at it. You know, because this is more like love bombing, or like pressuring the woman to kind of sleep with them, but then again, the proper things didn't happen correctly, you know. So in some way, if the woman wants you to commit to them, if the woman wants you to be more patient, the woman wants a serious relationship, and you're not giving those things to them, there's an issue there. Okay, it could be a problem that could cause discontent from a woman's point of view. Okay, so... And healthy men are able to control themselves. Control downstairs overall, because it's the easiest way. You can get irritated, angry. It is. I don't know then, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know everything, guys. I'm not a man. I don't have a man's physiology, you know, so I don't have the man's point of view. But... you know, if it is that, you'll know about it. And the second one is more, you need to invite each other, and you need to learn more about each other. And, you know, if you put promises, you make sure to keep them. You know, you show up in the relationship. You don't just resist not showing up and expecting the other person to show up, etc. Okay? And then with the Three of Swords energy here, it could be in the form of, there might be some issues in between you guys where you're feeling not compatible, perhaps because the man is way too activated, the woman is not. Hence where perhaps the male's challenge here is to learn how to cope with their desires, perhaps so that the woman will feel more content in the relationship. Right? So this one, it's more like that. And then in the near future, not feel hurt here, or not feel like there's incompatibility, or we're not being able to, you know, connect with each other, love each other, be together properly, and prioritize the relationship, and prioritize accepting the differences between both of us, so that the relationship will keep going and us not breaking up. Okay, so this one, there might be a breakup, as it might not be, but overall, if this is about a man and you're a man here, and I'm talking to you, overall, this is a woman or a man, whichever orientation you are, that is meant to be a conscious lover of yours. But if you are a man that does not know how to manage your lust or your desires, your challenge here is to do some breath work, or to exercise, or find ways to retain your seed a bit. Because if you're sleeping with a woman and this woman is your lover, you want to last longer. You genuinely, truly will want to last longer when you're making love. Because the woman is like water, your fire. Like, it's easy for you to burn, and once the woods are finished, there's nothing left, right? But the woman, it takes time for her to boil, you know. Like, have you ever lit a fire, a real fire? I'm not talking using gasoline or stuff like that. Like, lit the fire, it might take a while, but then again, it burns, right? But it burns faster. when a woman, you want her to heat herself up and to kind of orgasm, she needs to boil like water. It takes longer for a woman to boil. Like the water to boil, it takes longer. Men can go there faster, you know? So it's important, if you want to meet them equally, you learn retention of seed so that you can love her longer. It's called libido too, you know, or stamina. You say it's stamina or stamina. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm saying it, you know? So it's important to satisfy. Happy wife, happy life, you know? So if you want to marry this one, which we want you to marry if you're serious about it, but it's up to you to decide. If you want to marry them, happy wife, happy life. Well, you don't want her to be discontent, right? So this one is both sides, but then again, this is what you need to be conscious of. Or this woman is gonna teach you this, perhaps. If this is a woman, you're a man, okay? Or if you're a woman, perhaps this might be like a... But mind you, I'm not one person that says you have to teach each other. Who am I to tell you to learn? But I'm just kind of like giving you the favorable side of it. So it's up to you if you want to learn about it or not. Okay, so it's up to you. I'll be back, okay guys? Just 2 seconds. I need a water break. Okay. Two hours already, so that was it. Now, deck 4, whoever chose the basket of fruits. So let us see, what does your consciousness or your conscious self want your subconscious or present self to know regarding this relationship with this person. Okay? So what's the vibe you're going in connected to them? You have fate. When is this happening? You have fall time. What this person's interaction with you or this relationship needs to activate within you? Perception and conception. So they're two similar energies, but they're different at the same time. Perception is more how you perceive things, and conception is how you conceive them. Perceive, conceive, two different verbs. And then what type of relationship you and I are meant to have? Integrity. So we need to keep our integrity together. So you have the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. Okay. And when you're being with this person, what is this person activating inside of you? Or the higher purpose of this interaction is to activate perception. So the frequency of perception supports your natural curiosity, moving you beyond your comfort zone to find the edge of what you perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Okay, so this one, it's more your natural curiosity, moving you beyond your comfort zone. So I am activating you to move beyond your comfort zone to find the edge of what you perceive real and to take a good hard look at it. So I'm kind of like showing you something about reality that you definitely need to see. Okay? This person, they're activating that inside of you. So they're either forcing it on you, so you need to see something you are not aware of, and to look at it properly. And then conception is inviting you to bring your consciousness to your origin, the place where everything in creation begins. So the source of your own creation, technically. It helps you to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what you can manifest through your own focused awareness and intention. So this person is technically, when you're with this person, you're more able to grasp things for what they are. So you're able to see things for what they are, to observe the things the way they are, and to really be focused in reality, and to also see your own potential, and to be able to express what your potential is with them, technically. Okay? Because your potential is the source of your own creation. You are a source of creation. Tapping into your source of creation is to center yourself. So with this person, you're able to center yourself, be the true version of yourself, and to understand that, you need to observe things. You need to see things for what they truly are showing you, are there for. Okay? And fate here is to kind of see that everything is connected. So you're feeling connected, this one. And the relationship you have with them is integrity, but it's also that of respect. And you know what the truth is. So it's honesty, it's truthfulness, and it's also kind of like guiding towards a higher moral standing. You know, like you have a standard of seeing things authentically now. You don't want to take bullshit, right? Like you don't want to see flattery, you don't want to see pretendings. You want to see people for who they are, because that's what reality is all about. Seeing things for what they truly are, for the potential that they hold, for what they can offer and what they can take. Because sometimes the benefit of a person is what they're taking, and sometimes the benefit of a person is what they're giving. But our perception here is not that we want to see how the person is beneficial to us. It's how to be more in the present moment, how to be more aware, how to be more perspective, like have more perception, but perspective too, and how to conceive things out of yourself. Okay? And this, you're gonna meet them in fall. So what is it that you need to wake up to is that you're overburdened, perhaps. But then again, at the same time, you need to work. You need to sweat a bit connected to the work that you wish to conceive. Your challenge is the Queen of Swords. So perhaps there's an element of it's too sharp-minded, perhaps. Or you're too sharp-minded. The reason why is that way is the Tower moment. So perhaps you need like a wake-up call, perhaps. 5 of Wands energy. You have the World card, and then in the near future we have the Lovers card. What does your conscious self want your subconscious self to understand in this situation? So, in this situation with this person, so what was this relationship meant to activate inside of you? The purpose of you meeting this person was to give you faith for what you're working hard for. So work hard for something that matters to you, technically. Wake you up to the fact that you need to work hard for the things that are precious to you, but at the same time, activate and wake you up to your own ability to see and perceive for your own. Okay? The reason why this happened was that you definitely wanted to change who you were. Your inner self wanted to change. So technically, give me a moment, guys, okay? Just, I need to take care of myself first here in this situation. Okay. So what does your consciousness want you to be aware of connected to this person, this human being? This human being needed to wake you up to the fact of what are you working so hard for. Okay? And the reason why they had to wake you up was because perhaps your situation in the present moment when you meet this person, there's a lot of piled up baggage, things that are too heavy, they're burdensome for you. So they are perhaps slowing you down on your journey. And this person needed to come in your life so that you can truly respect yourself. See the truth for yourself. And when you see the truth for what it is, baggages that don't serve you will definitely, like, you'll know how to prioritize things more when you see things for what they are and what you need to do to conceive new things. It's all about transformation, because nothing really is gained nor nothing is lost. You're not gaining anything and you're not losing anything. You're just transforming as a human being. So this one is more to, look at things from higher perspective. You have the Queen of Swords, which is the challenge here. Be it's your boss, it's a woman, it's a figure, okay, it's a person on a throne. Be it you're dealing with your boss and we're talking about your work. But this person wants you to, or perhaps with this person, you need to tap into integrity. So you need to know what your truth is. You're a human being, they're a human being. You know, and hierarchy sometimes could be an issue here. But you're tapping more in a fateful vibe. So mainly this interaction is very empowering for you, because you connect with perception, you're connecting with conceptions, you're more connected to your source, and you're more respectful towards them, and they're respecting you. So this one technically is you're working hard, or you wish to work hard, but then again you have a lot of burdens that come with hard work. You know, you need to be responsible for many things, and there's a lot of perhaps baggages that you might accumulate by it. And when you have a lot of baggages, there will be a time where you won't be able to take it anymore, right? So when you can't take it anymore, that's when you start to compare yourself with other people. Things start not kind of looking enough for you, because you feel like it's a lot for that you're taking, you're sacrificing, so you should take more, that kind of stuff. Okay, but in the middle section, when you really truly stop and observe, and you have faith in whatever your truth is, you will feel whole. You will feel enough for what you're providing on the table. And then in the near future, there's an element of well-being, because you're able to respect yourself for what you are, who you are, and you're able to see and make proper decisions instead of closing an eye and just focusing on work. This one is a woman or a man that you will meet in your life in fall time, because you're too overwhelmed. Okay, you're prioritizing work, you're prioritizing money, you're prioritizing things perhaps that are not connected truly with your purest intentions. And when you're focused on other stuff and you're distracted, things start piling up, okay? Because you're absorbing this, you're absorbing that, you're kind of being distracted, right? So when you're distracted, your focus is dispersed. Like it's many places at the same time. It's not just focused on one thing. So when you interact with this woman or this man, you're able to focus on one thing, because you're more you're more perception now. You're not distracted, because perception, it's not distraction. It's the ability to observe something and check it out properly. You know, it's your natural curiosity, moving you beyond your comfort zone. So you're getting out of your comfort zone because you're kind of like to find the edge of what you perceive as real, and to take a good hard look at it. What is the truth for you? And when you start looking at what is the truth for you, you start shedding those other things that have been creating such problems in your life. Anger, you needing to do something just so you can prove to other people that you are part of the group, or something of the sort. This one perhaps it's not making sense, but this one, there's a like, when you're with this woman or this man, you are more tapped into yourself. You see things truthfully. So this person teaches you, or with their presence around you, you're seeing things the way really they are. And you're getting out of your comfort zone to see those things. Because sometimes, mind you, you because you want to prioritize your comfort zone, you don't want to see it. So that's where denial comes. But here, it's not a question of denial. It's a question of, like, realizing that you're comparing yourself with other people. You should not do that. You're competing with other people. You're not focusing on yourself, technically. But once this new way of seeing things, you get used to it, you're feeling more faithful and you're feeling more whole and you're feeling like you are confident. But because you're able to see, like, the perception is the goal here. The perception of what is stopping you. Why are you comparing yourself with other people? Why are you not focused on yourself? You're focused on other people. Why are you not focused on what you can create and what your source of creation wants you to create, instead of like investing and being distracted by what other people are creating? You know, hence where the fate element is coming, because you're more focused on yourself, on your own expression of self, on your own abilities to create. Because you are operating from a more whole concept. And you know that true success comes first by feeling at ease with oneself and knowing that you are confident, hence where you can start this journey of expressing. And it's your journey, it's your life's journey. So this person is teaching you that this is your life's journey, and you are overburdened now because you're prioritizing other people. You're choosing to work for other people, choosing to invest in other people's creation instead of creating for yourself. Or you're kind of like not properly observing things for what they are, perhaps this one, because you're distracted. Well, this one, they're teaching you technically to not distract yourself and to be more perceive things and conceive things for what they truly are. Okay? Because when you perceive things and you conceive things the way they are, or the way you need to conceive them, the tower moment will no longer be a blockage here. Because you're just going to start shedding the skins, or shedding the mindsets, shedding the toxic thoughts, the limiting beliefs on your own, because you're more focused on your purpose. You're less distracted with other people. But in the beginning, you were more distracted with other people because you're comparing yourself with other people. As it could also be in the form of this Five of Wands. It's an energy of you starting to observe how people are behaving around you. You're starting to perceive what human nature today is more like. And when you start perceive how they really are like, and you start conceiving ways to provide and tap into your own infinite potential and what you can manifest throughout your own focused awareness and intention, you're not going to compare yourself with other people. You're just going to see your potential as a way of enhancing life. You are a game changer too here in your own life, and it can benefit other people too, perhaps. And hence where there's this element of when you properly see things for what they are, you have more faith in yourself, you're more confident in yourself, and you have you observe and you learn the patterns of the collective in which you live in. You can become a person that can make decisions for yourself, and be able to assess what's good and bad for you yourself. This one. Okay, so this one is more a woman or a man that teaches you teaches you self-awareness, that teaches you techniques, skills, so that you can perceive things for what they are, and how to tap into your own creativity, and to release the baggages and the things that don't really serve you in this time. And how to protect perhaps your own, like how to learn your own, like how to learn what you prioritize in life, what you personally prioritize. So this is more like a mentor that comes in your life, or it's a person that's teaching you how to see things the way they are, how to be able to put some of your own magic into it, and not be afraid to, you know, put yourself out there and strategize perhaps for yourself how to kind of, like, if you have a kingdom, let's say, you need to protect that kingdom, but you also need that equal give and take. So you need trading, you need connection with other people, because sometimes what you don't see, but if you're observant enough, is that you see that people complete you. But more than that, you are complete within yourself. But you have certain skills that could benefit another person, but the other person has certain skills that you can benefit from. So the equal give and take trading here is necessary. But this is way too profound for you now. The thing we want you to focus on is more on how to prioritize yourself, or the things that are important for you. Guys, 1 second, okay? So technically it's that, okay? So this one is more about observing humanity and kind of like focusing on yourself and what you're learning from observing other people, but then again trying to see who you are connected to them, how to prioritize yourself, how to set healthy boundaries, and, you know, make proper decisions that benefit you for the long term. So it's a lot for you to interest yourself in. So this one, there's an element of you're interested in this situation, but you don't want to change that much, though. You don't want to change that much. This is more meeting a woman or a man that motivates you, inspires you, perhaps. Technically, this person inspires you to work harder perhaps on yourself or on things that you value, and, you know, release the rest. It's mostly that, and how to, you know, the challenge perhaps here is to strategize more and to be more disciplined. I don't have the way connected to women, perhaps, this one. But for you guys, perhaps, there's a lot of energy you guys need to release, though, this one. Because I'm tapping into more dis-ease a bit here. So you need... I'm not going to tell you what you need. You need to provide what you need to yourself, okay? So, namaste, and I'm going to stop the reading there because I feel like I absorbed an energy in this one. I'm just going to release it. Okay, it's not mine. And you can perhaps say it didn't resonate, but then again, there's a lot you need to work on yourself. There's a lot you need to work on. This one, and you need to shed a lot more, whoever is watching this one. But I just told you what you needed to do. Okay, I'm gonna release the energy. It's completely finished. Okay, another time perhaps, but then again, I need to prepare myself for you guys' energy, I feel like. Okay, so I'll let it go. See you again, perhaps. So whoever chose Ethereal Visions Tarot, welcome to your reading. So let us see what it is that I need to tell you connected to meeting this woman or this man. What vibe you're in? Anxiety. And we have stay positive about it. I was going to say stay positive about this. The thing this person activates inside of you. Solar plexus chakra. Now, solar plexus chakra can be the fire center. And you have heart chakra. Okay. So many of you I don't want to trigger anyone. Forge, okay. It's heart. Okay. This one, what is activated inside of you? It's your solar plexus and your heart chakra. So this person activates mostly your heart and your solar. Okay? So when you meet this woman or this man, you're gonna feel like you need to tap into your own sense of self, your own personal power, and your willpower, as well as your knowing of who you are and what you contribute to the whole. This one, there's an element of you feel activated. So you feel anxious, but because perhaps you feel imposed to be something too. Okay, so this one, it's very positive, but if you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of self-esteem, you have a lot of limiting beliefs about yourself, it can be something that will cause anxiety for sure. It's normal. And because it's something new to you and you're not able to cope with the unknown. And it's unknown to you because it's not activated. It's something that's gonna be activated in you. And it's normal when someone very loving comes in your life and they need to activate your heart chakra. Because your heart chakra, it's your loving center. It's your creative center. Okay, so the green flower of life, it supports your capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. So if you're not able to do it, you don't know what this energy is, then obviously you'll be anxious because it's something you don't want to face. Because your heart is not activated. You don't know what love in a deeper way is, or what unconditional love is. So when someone who's coming into your life and you don't know any of these things, never had the space to grow in those sections, it's normal you're gonna feel anxiety. Okay, because it's unknown to you. But it's coming into your life. This person is coming into your life so that they can push you forward, make you tap into yourself properly. See that you can contribute to a community. You can make things happen. And you can truly love people and see that people are loving too. And that you unconditional love brings a lot of rewards in life. And it really is truly a blessing. If you're able to activate your heart chakra, there's a lot of pain that comes with it. But then again, once you feel the pain and you overcome it and you start feeling whole, you start working on yourself, you start seeing that you're not just the only one who's hurt. Other people are human beings. They are allowed to. They have their own love lives. They have their own love stories. They have their own heartbreaks. And that you can connect with people from heart space. So this relationship with this woman or this man is here so that you can love freely. But if you don't know how to love freely, it's normal you're gonna tap into anxiety. It's normal. Okay, I'm saying it's normal, guys. You just need to give yourself time and just to slowly work forward and allow yourself to be activated. Because you are a human being, you have to activate all your chakras so that you can, I'm not saying you have to, you could. And it's better if they're activated because you can enhance your life based on that. That's why many people do yoga. That's why many people are doing kriyas. That's why many people are invested in breath work, mudras, mantras genuinely, because it can enhance their life. It can help them become a better human being. It helps you be at ease facing certain types of challenges. Can make you feel at ease facing certain types of people, situations. Because you can be confident. And technically, source of creation is connected big time with solar plexus and heart chakra. Heart chakra is a higher level than solar plexus, but solar plexus is also your center. Because it's the place that takes care of your immune system too. If I go really with solar plexus chakra, let me just tell you what it does. Navel area, solar plexus, endocrine, pancreas, senses sight, so it's highly connected with how you see things, how you see people, and how you see yourself. Bear with me. And it gives you the power. Okay, so you have more power. Then if I look at the heart chakra, it's near the heart. It's the element of air, and it's connected with your touch. Okay, so awakening compassion and direct knowledge of truth, that's what the heart chakra helps you out with. And if you go with the manipura or the solar plexus, it's strengthening your inner core to be the best person you can be. So technically, this person is activating you big time. Okay, guys? Truly. And the relationship you're gonna have with them is that you will be able to love them for who they are, and you will be able to forgive them. You will be able to accept them for who they are, honestly. It's a gift meeting this person in your life. Even if you feel anxious when you meet them, it truly is a gift. Sometimes it's not perfect because you, with your own thoughts, your own convictions, your own assumptions, your own hurt situation, your own wounds, might not feel comfortable meeting them because you yourself are not at ease with yourself. And when this person comes into your life, they are very, like, it's someone you will admire perhaps, but the admiration will become love. And when the admiration becomes love, you will realize that you're a person who loves this person. So you will want them to acknowledge you for who you are. So that's where the inner work is connected to your core, the person you are, because you want them to recognize you for who you are. You're a person who loves them, right? You're not a doll. You're a human being who loves them, and you want them to recognize you for who you are. So it's a lot. It's not enough. I can't say enough, but technically it's that. So what are they gonna activate in you? The sense of self, your own personal power, your own willpower, as well as your own knowing of who you are and what you contribute to the whole. Okay? The other thing that they're going to activate in you is your capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. And the healing properties here harmonize your mind and your body. So you're able to connect your mind with your body together. Okay, and the relationship you will have with this woman or this man, it's your own inner guidance system. So this one, it could also be the relationship you have with this woman or this man is also the relationship you're going to have with yourself. So this is like a double way of seeing it. They activate your solar plexus and your heart chakra, but the relationship you have with them is also the relationship that you have with yourself, because it enhances and it supports your own inner guidance system. So you're able to guide yourself in your life, and which the inner guidance system that you will have is governed by your heart and the capacity to love deeply. So your heart, you will need to, it's not need to, but you'll see, it's a big transformation. This is a big step you're taking by meeting this woman or this man. Okay? So you have the Chariot card as the main situation. Then you have the Eight of Swords, which is your own self-sabotaging tendencies, which come with low self-esteem sometimes. And the reason why is that is the Eight of Cups. In the initial phase, you have the King of Wands and you have the Hierophant. In the middle section, you have the Five of Wands. And then in the near future, we have Five of Swords and Two of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, guys. Stay positive about it, because you might not see the benefit of it at the beginning, for sure. Why? Because it's unknown to you, okay? But it's very, very beneficial. It's a blessing in disguise, if we're looking at it, if you're anxious. So, this one. What you need to know about this relationship is that you'll be able to tap into yourself, have faith in yourself, be confident about yourself, and to accept your weaknesses and your strengths, and to use all of these characteristics of yours to put yourself out there and contribute to your society, contribute to this work environment, contribute to this relationship. Why you are being like this, or why are you activated like this, is because you know now that you wanted to seek it, it's just you didn't know how to seek it. This one, there's a path that you kind of are looking at, you're looking forward to, and you had to give up on certain emotions. Be it it's a woman you need to give up on, be it it's a relationship you had to give up on, be it it's emotional patterns that you had, like if you had like mood swings connected to something. This one. So mainly why you're choosing to walk forward and to go after your vision is because you cannot stay where you were before. You felt down, you felt depressed, you felt overwhelmed, you felt like you were other people's expectations, and you had to always satisfy other people and all that kind of stuff. But here, this one is that they're activating in you this element of you're loved for who you are. And you're learning to love yourself for who you are. You're feeling like you're able to be acknowledged for who you are because you are loved for who you are. But you just need to start loving yourself. Hence where the anxiety element is here, because perhaps you don't know how to love yourself, but you're having people that are trying to, or this woman or this person, this guru could be, is teaching you how to get out of your comfort zone so that you can truly free yourself from these emotional baggages that you want to give up. It's just you didn't know how to release them. But you're anxious because you don't know how to release them. You don't know if you want to trust them. Are they trustworthy, right? Because they're coming to me and they're showing me this kind of kindness, but I don't know what to do with this kindness. Coming and showing me compassion, but I never seen this kind of compassion. What is this? Like, are they trying to gain something out of me? Because this one, it could be in the form of you have been meeting so many people that have been using you, encouraging you, filling you up with words that kind of are praising you technically, but they want to use you kind of stuff. So you have been through a lot. It's just that when this compassionate person is coming and trying to empower you here and inspire you to be someone who's worthy of recognition, you're kind of like a bit anxious. But deep down inside, you wanted to let go of certain things. And your only challenge was the Eight of Swords, which is your own self-sabotaging tendencies. Your own delusions, perhaps, this one. Your own assumptions and convictions of other people and yourself. So, in the past, or in the initial phase when you meet them, I'm feeling like you're meeting two people at the same time, this one. you're meeting elderly men and men who's married. Okay, so one is more like a spiritual figure and the other one is more like a taken person. So it's more like a father figure with a grandfather figure. Okay, so this one perhaps it's your own father and your grandfather, or it's a grandfather figure with a big throne and a father figure or a married man with a throne. So both people you're meeting are throne people. So they have positions and they have responsibilities, both of them. What you are doing connected to them is that you're pursuing your visions. You're focusing more. So this one technically, you're feeling like they are putting a lot of expectations on you, but then again, it's not expectations true. Because if they're not strict and disciplined with you, you're not gonna grow properly. You need to face certain types of challenges too, so that you can truly be confident in yourself and know how to manage difficult situations. But at first you're anxious because you don't know how to cope with those situations. But technically here, with the Hierophant and the King of Wands. So the Hierophant, it's more a spiritual guru, and the King of Wands, it's a man or a woman that's more action oriented, but they also have this willpower and this purified spirit a bit. So this is more like a pure person. So the King of Wands is a man who's more like a fire sign, but it's not really that. It's a man who is very fulfilled, very spontaneous, is very charismatic and activated. The Hierophant does not need to be activated. It's a person that has a certain status and they're very enlightened. Okay, so the Hierophant is an enlightened person. So the Hierophant who's enlightened is more like a guru kind of thing. Okay, so even if they don't have a guru position, it's more a person that is a bit tough and demanding, let's say, and the King of Wands is more a person who's more action oriented, stronger, it's activated. So both of these people have come into your life perhaps so that you can learn to observe other people and to connect with other people and to contribute for the environment, technically, and have a mission connected to it. And in the near future, why you met these people or this person is that you need to understand that sometimes being alone does not necessarily mean that you're not loved. You can be alone and be loved. This one. Technically, you need to overcome many difficult situations so that you can truly be free. Why we're saying truly be free is because you have the experience, you know how to cope with it. And when you cope with it, technically experience happens because there's love, there's a community, there's an environment, right, where you can explore yourself properly. Here, I need to emphasize on the solar plexus, which is who you are and how you're contributing to the community. This one. But it's people that teach you love and unconditional love. And they are kind of like trying to teach you a certain system that is enhancing your life. Okay, you might be anxious when you meet them because it's unknown to you, but these people wish to activate your solar plexus and your heart chakra so that you can be more human and enhance your life. Okay, so technically with the Chariot card, it's more you want adventure so that you can let go of the past. And your challenge here for you to go on this journey with them or for them could be is to not self-sabotage and to be eager to learn from them. And when you wish to be part of this journey, you need to compete with other people. You need to learn and be in a community and devote yourself for the situation. And then at the end, with the Five of Swords, it's more to learn how to protect your own I'm not going to say protect your own skills, but this one is once you have gone through the journey, you will feel more content with the whole situation because you were able to go through this self-realization. Because if I'm looking at the snakes, this is the root chakra, this is the sacral chakra, and this is the solar plexus. As it could be the anahata, which is heart chakra and solar plexus. So, and Two of Cups, it's also about self-love. And it's also about love. And it's also about connections with people. So this one, the strength perhaps that you will learn through them or with them is the ability to love many people and to have partnerships with people, to connect with people effortlessly, and to recognize yourself for doing that. Okay, so this one, that's what your consciousness wanted you to know regarding these people or this person. Okay, so you have to stay positive about it because they are there to activate your solar plexus, and your heart chakra. Oh. I need to release. There's tension here. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of like a bit moving around. I don't want to stop it. So, deck 6, whoever chose Mystic Monday, the Tuxedo Man, or the suit, okay? Let us see, what does your higher self want you to be aware of or learn? Trust your intuition. I'm gonna stand up a bit. Okay, guys. Confidence. So you're tapping into confidence. When is this happening? Trust that it will happen when the time is right. What do they activate in you? First chakra, so the root chakra. The relationship you're meant to have with them is forgiveness. They need to forgive you, or you need to forgive them. Interesting. So what's the main situation? You have the King of Pentacles. Oh my god. So funny. Then you have the King of Wands as the challenge. Oh my god. The reason why is that way is the Seven of Cups. In the initial phase, we have the Seven of Swords. In the present moment, you have the World card. And in the near future, you have the Five of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is very interesting because it's a married man. It's a married man. Okay. So you needed to feel more secure connected to them. So this one connected to this person. Why did you meet them? Or why they came into your life is because you needed to forgive yourself or them for the deception, this one. So the energy and the relationship you have with them is forgiveness. So the energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. So you're learning how to release unwanted emotions and feelings. Okay? What was activated because of them is the energy or your sense of safety in your own physical world, and it reminds you to enjoy your physical body. So this one, perhaps it's a man that was very attractive. Okay, it's a man that was very attractive, or it's a woman that's very attractive. But this man or this woman is married, and you might not have known it, but you were feeling confident connect to them. Okay, when you feel confident, you kind of go with the flow of your own confidence, right? So when you met this person, you found them very attractive, and you thought that they were your perfect ideal type. Okay, but the reason why you felt that way was because you were a bit delusional. Could be you're not really centered in yourself. You are more in a fantasy world. So this person came into your life to get you out of that delusion. Because technically you have options, right? And when you are not really grounded, you are not really kind of like looking at reality and what your needs are, you have a tendency to fantasize, to go with what your like habits were, or how, like, let's say you have a tendency to watch romantic movies. So in those romantic movies, there's a storyline, and you adapt that storyline to you, but then again, perhaps your life will not happen based on that storyline, you know? So this one, there's a lot of delusion, confusion on your end, and this person came here so that you can feel more grounded. Grounded technically is realize that you have a body and that you're not just your fantasies. You will need to sleep with a person, you will need to go out with a person, you will need to date this person, you will need to kiss this person. For you to do these things, you need to remember that you have a body, right? So it's more like a grounding element. But the relationship will never happen because you need to let go of those emotions and feelings that are not wanted, because this person was never available to you anyways from the start. But because you felt confident, you thought that you could have a chance with them. But your challenge was the King of Wands. It was another person. Another person who was more less of a business kind. Perhaps it's your partner, perhaps, and I'm not aware of it. This one. Or this one, it's more the fantasy you're living in. And those elements of, you know, emotions, but they're not wanted. So these are emotions that perhaps you knew you didn't want, but you had to let them go. So this is more like an element of forgiveness. This one, it's more taboo, perhaps. This one, it's more like you're in a relationship, this person is in a relationship, and you're not satisfied with your present relationship. But you need to forgive yourself for feeling this way. And in the initial phase, there was an element of you were deceiving yourself or deceiving this person, or you're being deceived by this person. And you wanted to hide. Be it you're in this relationship with this person who's already in a relationship consciously, or in denial. Sometimes you're in denial, you know that they're married, but then again, you want to be with them because you're feeling confident. You want to prove to yourself that this man who has a woman already is choosing me because I'm confident, right? But then again, I'm not feeling safe, and I believe I'm not worthy of a man who is available to me, technically, if I'm deceiving my partner with this person. So technically, it's more you not feeling safe in yourself, and not feeling connected to yourself properly. This one that you're dealing with unmarried or situations, but you're feeling confident. Trust that it will happen when the time is right. So this one, you're going to be able to forgive them, and you're going to be able to be forgiven. Why? Because you're tapping mostly in your own self. So you are aware that you need to release something and you need to start new. Be it you're going to break up with both men here, or be it you're going to realize that there's another person who's available to love you, and this person is already your boyfriend. Could be, but they're not as sexy, attractive, like the other one. One is an earth sign, the other one is a fire sign, perhaps this one. But technically, this one, the King of Pentacles, I'm going to read this in the form of this is also your demand here. And I'm going to read it in a different way. But for some of you, I am sensing that you, whoever is here, you will go in a relationship, but you're feeling confident, but you're not aware that you're denying yourself a proper relationship. And you are putting yourself in a relationship where the emotions are not necessarily very genuine on both ends. You are feeling confident, your ego tripping a bit, hence why your ego is feeling good that this man is dating you, but then again, he's an already taken man. But you're lying to yourself and you're lying to this other person. You could also be in a relationship and date a person and have an affair with this person, and your challenge is your boyfriend presently, or your husband. Could be. But you have been deceiving yourself and other people, but your relationship with this man, or consciously your higher self, is bringing this person in your life, and things are happening this way so that you can forgive yourself and forgive this other person. Perhaps it's more like a karmic cycle that's kind of like being released properly in this lifetime. Okay. Perhaps because you never felt safe enough to enjoy your physical body. And this person is making you feel safe enough to enjoy your physical body with them. Then again, this is not your man though. But because you never felt safe enough, you're learning this skill, or you're releasing this skill with this person. But your relationship will be that of forgiveness, because you will need to forgive yourself for sleeping with a man who's not really yours, or wanting a man that's not truly yours, or wanting a man who doesn't have the same emotions as you do. So your emotions are unwanted. So how can you let go of unwanted emotions and feelings and still feel safe enough in your body so that you can enjoy your physical body? Okay? And technically at the beginning, you used to deny yourself those things, or you kept it a lie, or you were not denying yourself this because this was your truth and you wanted to kind of be chill at it all. Right? But then again, at the same time, you had many options, or you wanted options because that was the only way that you could feel safe enjoying your physical body. But right now, in this present moment, when you were able to enjoy your physical body, you learned that you could definitely be whole on yourself. Like, you were able to connect to yourself through this, perhaps, affair. But this affair taught you something, but at the same time, you learned to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions that you had connected to yourself, perhaps. And then in the near future, connected to them, that you do have a missed opportunity with them because their wife learned about it, or their wife is back, or they are back with their wife. So this one, there might be an element of there was an issue with their wife, and things were going well with you and them, but because they made you feel safe in yourself. So perhaps this is a man that makes you feel safe, but it's a man that's not yours. You wish to make them yours, but then again, it's not really the yours element you needed to learn from them. You needed to wake up to the fact that it's just a person you need that is more stable, more divine masculine, that makes you feel safe so that you can enjoy your body properly. So what you were searching for was not, technically, I'm just going to rephrase it here, and I'm not encouraging anything, but energetically, let's say, if you didn't meet men who were stable enough or safe enough or wise enough or masculine enough, you never were able to really enjoy your physical body with them because they are not able to provide you that safety element. This man perhaps is very grounded, very attractive. They did the work, they know how to regulate their emotions and all that kind of stuff, and that energy alone makes you feel like you can feel safe with them. So hence where if there was a relationship that happened, there was a physical relationship that happened, because this man is masculine. But the only problem was that this man was taken, right? This man is already married. This man belongs to another woman. But you needed this experience with them so that you can tap into yourself properly and wake up to the fact of this is what you need from a person who can be available for you. So technically, the forgiveness element is the forgiveness of letting go of emotions that don't serve you, be it emotions that you felt like you were not safe enough or you're not good enough for a man, etc. But it's not a question of you were not good enough. The men you were surrounded by, or the men who you wanted to have a relationship with, were never able to make you feel safe like this one did. This one was not available to you, but this one taught you what you need in a man who's available to you, technically. And the whole concept of this relationship, or this taboo relationship, was that you forgive yourself, you let go of the emotions that don't serve you, and you seek men who are available, but that have similar characteristics as this man, which you had an affair with. But if this one exists, another one exists that is single. And if you exist, they exist too. You just need to align to yourself so that you can meet them and have that partnership element going. But this one was more like a lesson. It taught you what you needed. Hence where at the end it becomes like a missed opportunity because there is a woman that belongs to them, or they belong to a woman, kind of thing. Okay? But it's more like that. This is the first one. And I didn't encourage anything, but energetically, what you gain from them is what you needed to feel like when you're in a relationship. So if you're able to feel that way with a man who's single, you know that this is what you need. So you just need to start fresh with that. Now, if you're in a relationship with a person and you're still having the affair with this one, it's that other person is not fulfilling your purpose. So you need to break up with them. This one. Because they're not providing you what you need. What you need from a relationship is what they're providing you, the King of Pentacles. It's the grounded man. It's the mature man. It's not the spontaneous, passionate, free-spirited type you need. You need a more grounded, founded man. But a man who wishes to be in a relationship with you, not a man who's already taking. So this one is more like a lesson your higher self is bringing to you. What are your needs in a man? You went ahead and you did something sinful here, but this sin had to happen so that you can learn about what your preference is in a man. You like a very divine masculine man, right? But you want someone who's single and available for you, right? So this one, once you forgive yourself here, you let go of the unwanted emotions attached to this person who's never gonna break up with their wife for you. You're waking up to the fact that you need a person who has similar qualities to this man, but who is able to be available to you and to love you. So now you are conscious of the fact, once this is finished, you are conscious of the fact that you allow yourself a new beginning. You're not your past self who's dating a guy who's not providing you what you need, and then you're going and seeking and having an affair with another person who's already in a relationship. This one. Okay. Now the second energy I'm gonna go in. So this one is perhaps you are the masculine energy here, and you're feeling confident, right? And what they're activating in you, this woman or this man, is that you feel safe to enjoy your physical body, because perhaps you live too much in your body, or like in your, like I'm saying in your body, but in your mind, and you're too focused on material gains and stuff like that, but you're not connecting truly with yourself and enjoying your body, technically. So the reason why you are gonna be, this one, it could also be marriage. Can it be marriage? It could be marriage, but mostly if you're a man here. Okay. So this one, you're feeling confident when you're meeting this one, but there's an element of forgiveness. You need to, oh, I see. Okay. I get it, guys. This one, if it's not a, okay, this one, it's more you are married. Okay. And why you're married is because you chose the best out of all your options. Your challenge, the King of Wands, is your competitor, perhaps. It's a person you compete with. Okay, so this is more about you mentally. Okay, so you think you have to have okay, we're gonna go with a man, but this one, it could be with other men in general that are more fiery, more passionate, more perhaps Latino, could be more like playing, like they know how to move their hips that much, you know. I don't know. This one is more like the challenge here. So this also could be about yourself. It's not about another person, as it could be. So if I'm a guy here, I might have like a tendency to kind of like compare myself with other men who are more fiery, more like spontaneous, more like salsa, reggaeton, you know, they know how to move their lower parts, you know. It's the very sexy man, you know, it's a Latino man perhaps, and you're competing with a person like that perhaps. Or internally, you always compete yourself. So this one, you have a person you're competing yourself with. But there's a woman here involved too, but there's another person. And you're competing yourself with that person, or your challenge is that other person. But you consider this person a rival. And why you're feeling this way is because you want to have many options. You want your life to be, you know, filled up with excitement. Okay? But your challenge is this person that you admire a lot, but you want to be like them, but then again, you're not them, right? So your relationship with the whole situation here is to forgive yourself that you are not good enough for that other person, okay? That got it from this person. So this one, there's an element of I'm comparing myself with another person. I'm a mendo. Okay, but I need to let go of the other person because I'm not the other person. And with this relationship that's coming, or that came in my life, the challenge or the activation is for me to feel good in my own physical body, feel safe in my body, so that I can enjoy my physical body. So if I'm having some dysfunctional issues, is because I don't feel safe in myself. Okay? Because I'm comparing myself with another man, and I'm getting irritated with the other person because they have all of it and I don't have it, but I'm manifesting that in my body. So if I don't have what he has, I'm not feeling safe in myself. Then again, it's a whole other situation. You need to forgive yourself, and you have to let go of these emotions of not feeling good enough, not being sexy enough, perhaps. not being this person. You have to let go of these emotions and these feelings. Okay? Because in the initial phase, there's an element of you felt betrayed, deceived, because there was a woman who was not in denial of who you were or how your body was. She was not talking about it, and she was chill about it. Okay, but that's where perhaps the deception element is, you know. So it's more an element of you don't wish that kind of stuff to come into your relationship, right? So right now in the present moment, you're feeling more whole because there's no like there's no real deception anymore. So the woman you were with at the beginning deceived you. She knew something and she was patient with it, but she wasn't satisfied with it, but she was deceiving you with it. Now in the present moment, she's no longer there, right? And in the present moment, you're feeling more whole. You're able to release this chapter in your life and begin a new one. And with the Five of Cups, there's an element of you do have a wife now, but you don't want it to be a missed opportunity. So this relationship in your life will help you succeed. Okay, so this one, I don't know how it's gonna succeed, but you just need to, okay, your conscious self wanted you to be married to this woman because you needed to forgive yourself and forgive the past woman that you had. And this woman in your life is helping you enjoy your body the way it is, helping you feel safe in your body and enjoy your physical body. Okay? So overall, technically, you're married to a woman who is helping you forgive yourself for having unwanted emotions and feelings connected to another man, perhaps that was connected to a previous relationship where the woman deceived you, perhaps. I don't know. If it resonated, it did. If it didn't, I do apologize. It was not meant for you, okay? I wasn't able to channel it properly, okay? It's not that I don't know how to read my cards. I know how to read my cards. It's just, if I want to give you a proper reading, I have to be true to myself and to give you what I feel in the present moment. That's the whole intention of my channel and my readings, okay? So guys, if it didn't resonate, I do apologize, okay? If I'm not the reader for you, by all means, you know it. I'm not against it. I'm not wishing for you to be a follower. I don't want, like, I do this with an intention, and my intention, there's a lot of faith connected to it. I trust in you guys, and I trust you. When you're watching it, I trust you. I trust myself, but I trust you too. Okay, so when I'm reading it, if it resonates, you take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You can also comment it. It doesn't bother me. By all means, it really doesn't bother me. You can talk much as you want. You can give me feedback and all that kind of stuff, and I'm very grateful for it. But for those who are kind of having some, you know, certain emotions, it's okay. You can be yourself. You're the direct type, by all means. I know what's going on. And I still put them on my channel. Okay, guys? So if it wasn't for you, it's meant for somebody else. And if I'm doubting, there's a reason I'm doubting in the reading. And if I get lost in the reading, there's a reason why I'm getting lost too. It's all part of my process. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll see you again. Okay, if I need to. If not, it's okay. It's really okay. I just want you to say it's okay and move on. It's okay. It's enough. Okay? That's it. No problem. No hard feelings, guys. I have no hard feelings. I include you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for me too. I'm just letting you know. It's enough. It is good enough. That's what I'm trying to say. It's good enough for me. And it is good enough for you too. If it doesn't resonate, you know it. Okay. Deck 7. Whoever chose the fountain. Okay, so awaken the questions, you are the answer. Now when we say awaken the questions, you don't need to ask the questions. You just need to wake up to the question. And when there's a question you wake up to, you are the answer though. So it's you who's gonna answer the question, no one else. Okay, this one is a very intense one, perhaps, as you might not understand what I'm saying, but because it's intense. So if you need time, you need to reflect more on it. Those who know. Who don't know, wish to seek, will find. Okay, so it's like that. No reverse cards. So we have happiness. Okay. When will this happen? Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, guys. Then we have release all expectation. But the secret here is for you to be happy, you need to release all expectation. And you have to have the faith that you're happy. It's easy for me to tap into happiness, guys. Oh, so good. Well, this person activates in your life prosperity. And then, type of relationship you have with them, you surrender to them. To it, I'm saying, but it could be to them. So the relationship you're gonna have with this woman or this man is to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. Well, this one, it's a ride you're getting on. But you're happy. Okay, I'm gonna open the cards, but guys, I'm really channeling my guru here. Okay, so perhaps it's not your guru, it's my guru, but I have to connect it in the form of it's a human being. My guru is definitely a human being. You have the Chariot as your challenge. The reason why it's that way is the Two of Coins. In the initial phase, you have the Hierophant. In the present moment, we have the Six of Swords. And the Three of Wands. And then you have Strength. With Knight of Swords. And you have Judgment, which is liberation. A bit for me. Okay, so we have prosperity. So when you meet this woman or this man, what are they activating in your life? Prosperity. So this woman or this man, when you meet them, they support your feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, and spirit to sing. It invites you to express yourself in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay, so this one, there's immense happiness. This, energetically, it's the joy I felt whenever I meditated with a group of people with Sadhguru. This is me. Okay, this is how I'm feeling here. I'm channeling that memory of mine. Because you're writing and you're surrendering to life and love and, you know, like you're letting go of illusions. You're letting go of control within yourself. So you're really surrendering, and you yield to the flow of love and life. So there is a certain flow, and you yield to it. So you bow down to it, perhaps. You bow down to this energy, and you let go of control. And when you let go of the control, and that's the type of relationship you have with this person, you are activating prosperity within yourself. That's why you're very happy, actually. You're very happy when you're with them because you don't need to control anything, and you're just yielding to life and love. This is insane. Wow. So this could be a guru, guys, okay? So the only experience I had, perhaps this could be in the form of it's a woman or it's a man in front of you, but it's overall human being, okay? But I'll just read it because you're activating your own feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, and your spirit to sing, okay? And it invites you to express yourself in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay? This one is definitely my guru. I was able to feel prosperity within myself when I was able to surrender to him. But I wasn't surrendering to him. I was surrendering to the life and to the love that was present everywhere. And I let go of control. So don't lose hope because it's there. Guys, this is there, this one. This one, I can tap into this when I want to. And release all expectation because this is the relationship you need to have with them. Them or him or her. Whoever it is. It. And happiness is there, guys. You will cry from joy. You will cry from joy because there's so much prosperity in you, in us, we can say. Okay, so it's definitely my guru. Sadhguru. Okay. I don't know. So this one, what does Sadhguru perhaps bring to you? Okay, it'd be about Sadhguru as it doesn't need to be, because I'm going with Sadhguru, but my guru is many gurus. Okay, it's so much more. It's not just one. Okay, guys, I'm going with one, but there's so much. Okay, and this could also be not Sadhguru. Okay, but I'm going with it because I'm channeling with him in mind. Okay, but technically, don't lose hope. You don't need hope. Okay, guys, and release all expectation, because you need to. The moment you release all expectation, everything's gonna happen. It will just happen. Okay. You just need to release control. Okay. So, with the Nine of Wands, what's happening? You're feeling like you're kind of like climbing a mountain. Okay. But you need to climb the mountain. Okay. Why you need to climb the mountain here, the internal mountain perhaps, is so that you can understand what it's like to flip the coins here. So this one is flip the coins, but at the same time juggle your fate, perhaps this one. So perhaps this one is more you need to climb a cliff, a hill, go on a hike, perhaps this one. So this one, it could also be in the form of go on a hike. You know, keep going until you arrive to the peak. Why you're doing this is because you want to juggle your fate. You want to see if something changes. You know, you want to see if more to life, right? But the Two of Coins is juggling your fate, juggling the coin. You know, it's like when you flip a coin, it's you're juggling the luck element. It's yes or no. It's yes, should I do this or that? Should I do that? Or is it me who's winning or you who's winning? But we're leaving it to fate, right? But this one is more an element of infinity sign connected to the coins. So this one, there's an element of you want to juggle your own fate here, we're gonna say. And you know, regardless of how you're feeling, technically, your challenge with the Chariot card is to tap into the present moment and be stuck in it. Okay? But move forward internally. Okay? That's what spirituality is. You need to stop, stay still, and be receptive to what you receive. Be receptive and aware of everything inside and outside of you. Okay? And the Chariot card is the black horse and the white horse. And these could be good and bad things in life. It could also be right or wrong. It could also be your pros and cons.